And welcome to the WDW POV live stream show. Wow. We took a break last week, a much needed break, working on our swimming pool and doing all kind of fun stuff. Swimming pools, movie stars, your favorite show, right?
No.
The Beverly Hillbillies. No, thanks. Yeah, he didn't like that show much. But anyway, welcome to the WDW POV live stream show. I am Jeff, and you are? Seriously?
Why are you pausing? You know my name.
And it looks like we're a little blurry right now. I hope it starts to settle in. We've been having that issue with StreamYard the last handful of episodes. But welcome to the show. Welcome. You know, when you take a break, when you take a week off, you forget how, where your screens are, what you're doing. I'm going to click that screen off. There we go. Look at that. It's gone. And that was our music screen, which was behind the scenes, so you can't actually see it. So it's pretty cool. We sort of play the music through another window, and that's how we do it. That's how the magic happens. David, hey, howdy, hey out there. Mary says it's not blurry. That's good. Good.
Not bad blurry.
Not bad blurry. Not bad blurry. Okay, it does look like it's settling in now. Usually right off the bat, it gets a little blurry for us. I know we got our faces hidden right now, but we will take care of that right there. Look
now you're doing a disservice to everyone.
Why is that? Why am I doing a disservice?
Just showed our faces.
Yes, Mary, long time no see. It's been a couple of weeks. Hope everybody had a great 4th of July. We had a pretty good time, I think. You have a good 4th?
Didn't feel like the 4th of July exactly.
Yeah, it didn't feel quite like it. Although I did take Jack to see fireworks that night. We had a local fireworks show in Canfield at our Canfield Fairgrounds.
And to all the people that canceled fireworks, like seriously?
I mean, how can you not have fireworks? I mean, people basically...
But canceling them because of, you know what?
I mean, he doesn't want to say the word.
Steve is saying that your faces are always hidden.
Way to go, Steve. Yeah, so...
And then Mom gives me a hard time when I make jokes. I think he's fine with them.
Steve he's cool with it. He's cool. He's a cool guy.
I fail to see how canceling fireworks helps a lot. So.
Well, but the thing was, I mean,
like you can literally just stay where you are.
There was plenty of distancing going on.
Like you can literally just stay where you are, though.
But anyway, let's want to say hi to everybody. Hi, Anthony, Mary,
multiple people
Jay,
said hi,
and Annette from the Jersey Shore. I know. I'm just trying to make sure I catch everybody here. I don't know. David's out there. Steve's out there. Donald. Hey, Donald. How's it going?
Can't stay up for the whole show. Well,
who said that? Where's that?
Jay.
Oh, Jay. You know what? I don't know that I'm going to be able to stay up for the whole show.
There's a possibility you will be able to stay up for the whole show because
he's going to try and finish quick. He's already fallen asleep. He's fallen asleep. But welcome to the show. Right. Make sure you share if you haven't already. Do all that fun stuff. Share the show with your friends, as Steve likes to do. He likes to share it with his enemies. We appreciate that. And
it's so weird when people say they agree with me, and half the time I don't even know what they're referring to.
Well, sometimes when you do the chat, it's tough because the chat is
I'm guessing that's in relation to the fireworks.
20 or 30 seconds behind what we're saying. So we see your chat pop up, and then we're like, I think they're talking about that we talked about a while ago. Drew in the Moment over on the YouTube channel. Nice to see you, Drew. I think she's agreeing, though. Jade, I think, is agreeing that you about the fireworks. I mean, why a lot of places canceled them? I don't know. I mean, like I said, unless it's a gathering where there's going to be a ton of people in one spot, I could see them doing it. But
Jay and I agree for the most part.
Jay says, yeah, same wavelength with Marcus.
Seems like one of the few people in the chat that I might get along with in real life.
Well, okay. Now here's the thing. Okay, Donald, we were actually talking about like fireworks, not at Disney necessarily. And I can understand that because when they do fireworks at Disney, you've got a big pile of mass of people.
Well, we got Callum.
Callum's here. Callum, cool. Nice to see you, Callum. Oh, which one? Which shirt? Do you have the?
I wasn't even planning anything by wearing this. I just
Drew in a moment. I'm not sure which shirt he means here. We'll have to. Let's see. So he means either the shirt or that shirt. There you go. So he's gonna have to give us a clarification on which shirt.
And we've got some feedback on the new color palette.
The new color palette. Anyway, Callum is I've always loved to see Callum. Callum's watching us over from the UK.
Callum was very helpful 2 weeks ago.
He was very helpful 2 weeks ago. He was
Mickey
like,
and Goofy. It's your shirt.
He's right on. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Probably because it was the only one that they saw.
Probably. You were sort of hunched out like this, and not really very visible. But yeah, Callum, so glad to see you here again tonight. Jay, I get it. Canceling fireworks at Disney makes sense.
No, I understand that entirely because they're a company and they need to save money.
But no, but not just that. But I mean, that is part of it. But I think the big part is, you know how Disney fireworks are. People are piled on top of each other. People are piling their kids on top of them. You know, so it's like you've got just a mass of people.
Well, I don't see how piling kids on top of yourself is going to be a problem if they came with you.
I know, but you know, it's just, you know what it's like.
Oh, he likes my shirt too. Thank you.
So, okay. Oh, David was saying, okay, that's the color palette he was talking. Okay. I was wondering, what did you mean by the color palette? Yeah, David, we started switching over to blue from the pink. So
a little less effeminate
because we are sort of guys here, but the pink sort of popped though, you know. It's just the opinion of one individual.
So that's why when I was paired with the commander, we got red, white, and blue it was. And you see that the blue just really makes my eyes pop.
Oh my goodness. Sky High. That's a little bit of Sky High.
December 1st, you know what we're doing.
December 1st on Disney Plus. Sky High will be on. Good deal.
Jay will be at the Magic Kingdom on the 25th to celebrate their 10th wedding anniversary. Well, congratulations.
Woo! We got a very nice, very nice. That is excellent. We've got David and Kim on here tonight saying hi. Yeah, there's the thing about the shirt.
Oh, Mary could not stand pink.
I know, she gave me a hard time every week. She said,
I bet Steve couldn't stand the
that
pink either.
Pink? When are you going to get rid of it? Yeah, Steve didn't like the pink either. Steve couldn't stand it. He gave us a hard time about it every week. But yeah, you got to admit though, when you're scrolling through on Facebook and you see that pink, you definitely, it catches your eye.
And you know, even when you do the angry face reaction to something, it's still, what's the word I'm looking for? Engagement.
Yeah. See, it engages people. They see that pink and they think,
even if you hate it, it's still getting engagement. So it's working.
It's like they're thinking Pepto-Bismol. I'm getting a stomach ache thinking about the show. No, that's not what we were going for. Anyway.
Although I would like to see someone do that now.
What's that?
Literally make you think about Pepto-Bismol and make you think you're sick.
We should have been doing a plug for Pepto-Bismol for the last, 2 years? I think we had pink for about 2 years. It does work on goats too. Little known fact, Pepto-Bismol can work on goats. Not recommended, but anyway. And Maria is saying hello. May not be able to stay long due to babysitting my granddaughter. Well, that's not a bad thing. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Any attention is good attention. That's not true.
Why is that?
Did I get your attention?
Oh, he's annoying. Yeah, I get it. The pink doesn't always. Okay, so we went to blue. Okay, that's what we went to blue. We decided to go with blue. So that's what we're doing. We're going to stay blue for a while, and we're sticking with it. Okay. Until
you make us sound sad.
Why? Why does that sound sad?
We're going to stay blue for a while.
Yeah, we're not that kind of blue.
Oh, they're not sad. They're painted blue.
Not sad blue. It's not a sad blue. Anyway.
The Blue Man Group.
The Blue Man Group. Yeah, maybe that's what we should do someday. What do you guys think? Maybe we'll just have our faces completely painted
bald caps
blue with the bald caps on. I'm actually a little closer to the bald thing than you are, but I still would need something to put on to cover the hair up. put the bald cap on. I think we should do it. There's Jack in the background. Anyway. So we're glad to see everybody with us tonight. What's Mary saying here? I'm still feeding my people, but listening. You know what, Mary? You know what, Mary? We're actually going to be probably eating while we're doing the show a little later too, because we've got,
you say that every time and you don't eat.
Well, I'm going to try.
Let your food go cold.
We've got a quesadilla coming. It isn't here yet.
That's going to be great to eat on the show.
Do not want to eat. I know. I was hoping that if they were going to get something to eat tonight, it would be something that I could like sort of, not be slopping.
Not at all.
Yeah. Oh, Kim, wait. No. Hold on. Not yet. Not quite. Here's here's the deal, Kim. And I know David's been interested in this too, but the pool, okay, it's about that much farther from basically about 2 inches from actually hitting the return and the skimmer. So
then we get to 1 3/4 of an inch.
What's that?
Then we'll be 1 3/4 of an inch away. No, wait. You'll get 1 3/4 of an inch done. Then you'll be 1/4 of an inch away.
Are you talking about Charlie from the Mighty Ducks? 1/4 of an inch, Charlie. Anyway,
I had to.
Yes, very close, very close. Yes, I do actually. I can hear the jiggling here. It's right there. You can hear it. And I'm not showing them yet. Okay, just teasing you there. But yeah, so we're just a couple inches away from hitting the skimmer. I actually haven't even cut the skimmer in yet. I just put the return tube in. That is there. I got to do the skimmer part, and then add the chlorine, let the water circulate. But I was actually in the pool yesterday myself. I was physically inside the pool. So you should have heard me screaming as I got into the pool. I had to put this one part. We had this one.
Oh man, I missed it.
What's that? You missed the screaming. Yeah, I know we were looking for you because I had, Jeffrey and Becca and David. We were all just sort of out there holding the thing. And there was this big, long piece that I could not disassemble. I had to put it on in one big chunk. So it's like about probably 20 feet around the pool that's under the deck. And so we're feeding it through, and I had to get in the pool to be able to do the last pieces of it. It was freezing. And I got to tell you, yeah, you've never heard somebody scream quite as much when I had to get in there to do that. So, but it's done. I just have some more of the railing to put around the other parts of the pool. That's no big deal. I don't know what's going on with Jack tonight. He's doing something out here, but yeah, so we're getting close. We're getting very close. Took a very long time. It's been a slow process, mainly because of that one giant piece that we got put back on yesterday that was very difficult to take off in the first place. But it's back on. The water's almost there. We can't wait. And yeah, thank you, Mary. Yeah, that was the other thing. I would have filled it up a lot quicker too, but we have well water, and I didn't want to run the well dry. I didn't want to take a chance on the pump going bad or anything like that. So, and you know what well water is like. I mean, well water is cold. It's like 50 to 60 degrees coming out of the ground. And there he is. But we're supposed to be.
I'm drinking well water.
He is drinking well water. But we're supposed to hit, I think, 90 again on Wednesday. So by Wednesday, that's my target. We're going to be in the pool swimming on Wednesday, if not tomorrow, but Wednesday for sure. Okay. Yeah, well water. Cold. Real cold. So
cooled.
It's
you
cooled.
Can't really emphasize saying "oh."
Yeah, how do you do that? How do you emphasize it? Cold. Other than capitalizing it. Maybe you could capitalize it.
I don't know. That would still be cool.
Yeah, that's hard to do. You do your best with the chat. It's hard sometimes. Kim saying, yes, brother has, it's fresh and clean. It's got a little bit of iron in it, but it's clean. And we do have a reverse osmosis.
Supposed to have iron.
Marcus, do you want to?
Iron is good.
Yes, I do want mine.
Okay, you can bring mine in too, and plenty of napkins. So yes, sorry, we're going to be eating while we're doing the show.
I don't care.
It's what we do. I mean, this show, you just never know what you're going to get from week to week. And this week, you're going to get to watch us eat some food. I'm having a sausage, a Mexican sausage. Is it a Mexican sausage quesadilla? I hope that's what you got me. It's like one of the few treats I like at this Mexican place that we get food from periodically. But I don't eat a whole bunch of Mexican food, but I love quesadillas and chips and salsa, and we hit the Chili's periodically. That's another place I don't mind. Okay, so here we go.
Nobody wants to see this.
There's dinner.
Trust me, literally nobody.
I don't know how I'm going to eat this while doing the show. I really don't, because that's going to start dripping all over. Where are the napkins? We need napkins.
I didn't grab any.
Can we have some napkins, please? What? Can we have some napkins, please, when you get a chance? Yes, professional show all the way. That's just what we do here. She just threw napkins at us here. Thank you, Patty. Including on the floor. Okay. So what are we talking about tonight?
Wow. Your fajita talks to you?
What's that? What talks to me?
Mary, she is rehearing her fajita.
What?
She's rehearing her fajita. I hope you're reheating your fajita.
What did the fajita say?
Boy, that's a very smart fajita, Mary. It talks and everything. I think that's special. It's a very special fajita.
It's like the answer dog.
The answer dog, yes. It's what you look for. Yes, Mary, rehearing, definitely.
ESPN needs to bring that back.
So, David, pool's almost ready. We'll invite you guys over.
Once we will not.
No, we could. They can come.
We will not.
It's a bit of a drive, but you could come.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, that stupid spell. The darn spell cheap. I'm assuming that means spell check. I don't know if Mary.
Keep doing this, you're gonna choke.
I know. I think and I haven't even eaten anything yet. Yeah, Bill also hates when he rehears his Mexican food. Reheating, rehearing. It's all the same thing. Yes, Annette. We will talk about the horse and the balloon. We will talk about that. I've got my list here. Here's my list. These are my show notes right here. You can see them right there. If you can see them quick enough, you can actually see.
Ooh, there's pineapple on mine.
And there's some on the back too. Look at that. Woo!
There's pineapple on mine.
Oh,
there's not on yours.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You positive?
They said this one's mine specifically.
Oh, okay, because you like pineapple. See, I don't like pineapple.
I don't care for pineapple.
Excuse me. And I will try my best.
It's okay.
Not to choke, Steve. I will try my best not to choke. I've got plenty of water here. In fact, I should probably do that first because I know Annette's been waiting for it anyway. So give me 1 second here. Oh, my goodness. Marcus, you're warming up. Yeah, I know, Mary. You know, you're typing. You can't do everything. Hey, William, how's it going out there? Okay, so I'm going to drink some water just to make sure I got the throat going. I got the gullet going. I got the food going down the gullet.
Why don't you dip it in the water while you're at it?
Yeah, I can dip it in the water. Yes, Annette. I did my homework. Yeah, with my fancy schmancy notes. We got it all covered. Okay, here we go. Gaston.
Well, pineapple in Mexican is surprisingly good.
Is it?
You never use your less dominant arm to make muscles. Well, you're doomed to fail.
I have to.
But you're doomed to fail.
And kill the beast. Kill the beast. Got him.
There. You got to use your dominant arm.
You ready? See this off the screen there. Look at this. Look at these muscles. Look at these muscles.
Yeah, that's what they came to see.
Look, you got to look really close because they're
my arms are skinnier, so it pops out a little bit better.
Yeah, you're getting there. You're getting there.
Did you get your tickets to the gun show?
Oh man, that's bad. That is bad.
Pipe arms.
I don't know if that's good or bad. What are
like
they're like Popeye.
Sewer pipes.
Just like Popeye. Yeah.
Like the sewer pipes that you have.
That's my muscles usually they go down and then back up.
Like noodles.
Noodle. Yeah.
Like the sewer pipes.
Gotta drink some more. Okay. So tonight we're going to talk about to park or not to park. Okay. And John Sicari actually, he posted a little comment, and I knew somebody would, and it had to be John, but he made a comment on one of our posts in one of the groups out there that we shared it to. I think it was ours actually. And he was making a comment about, well, if you drive a car, you pretty much have to park. And he was asking if he had interpreted the meaning correctly. And I said, always one in every crowd. Got to do that kind of thing. Usually that's me, but anyway. So yeah, he was sort of making fun of it, and I get it,
because he lost any respect I might have had for him.
So to park or not to park, meaning, are you going to go to the park in 2020, or have you pretty much decided maybe not, because there's been a lot of stuff going on, and that's where my fancy list comes in. Look at that. Look at that list. Look at that list. And the back. So I'm going to run through some of these things and we can talk about them. Please feel free to jump in and chat and add some comments. And who knows, in the last couple of hours, or maybe even the last half hour, since I finished putting these notes together, who knows what else is going on? There could be something else. I hope I didn't write anything bad on here.
Right.
So anyway, let's start with Hong Kong. I mean, that one's the biggie right there. Hong Kong closing on the 15th, I believe it is. They're reclosing after just being open for just barely, maybe a month. Okay. So they were closed, I think, since January. Reopened about a month ago, whatever. And now they're closing again. So I'm, I don't know. And with the situation going on with Florida right now, they're saying today was, their biggest day of cases. I know you don't like the word, the 19, the 19 thing.
Last year was great.
2019 was great. Yes, it was. But yeah, so, we've got that going on in Florida right now. So is Disney World going to be that far behind Hong Kong? I don't know. I mean, there's no way to predict that. But let's see. Hey, Holly's out there. I didn't even see that. Is Holly out there? I missed it.
I didn't see anything.
We're missing a couple of comments here. Did we see this?
Nope.
No, this is weird. Some of the comments are not popping up here, but they're showing up on our...
Like which ones?
Like this one right here.
That's up there.
Is it up there? Ah, there it is. It just popped up. Okay.
No,
I just missed it. Okay. So Michael's saying that he was there last Wednesday and it wasn't bad. I'm assuming that was at the annual pass. That was the annual pass day, I believe. Or I think they had a couple of those annual pass days. And yeah, it didn't look too bad. So, and Patrick is saying no park. So Patrick's basically given it up. It sounds like they canceled 2 trips for this year, and so it sounds like they're packing it in for at least 2020 and possibly regrouping for 2021. I'm going to pull this down just to hear. That way we can see our faces a little bit better and still see the comments pop up. Yeah, Bill's still commenting about the autocorrect has been kicking his butt lately.
Man, autocorrect got a lot more advanced recently.
Smack. Yeah, and Anthony's saying, as far as probably Magic Kingdom or Walt Disney World, the parks, and the way Florida's going right now, saying it's basically just a matter of time. And that's saying pictures I've been seeing are showing parks relatively empty, including Universal.
I'm thinking full-on lockdowns are just about coming.
Well, that was another thing I think I just heard today. I think it was California went back to what they call their phase 1. So
we're going to do phases, but we're going to take forever to get through any phase. And then if any cases happen, we're going to go back to phase 1.
Right. And that's what it seems like. We're getting back to that point now where cases are starting to increase.
It's a control thing.
And they're gonna bring it back to phase 1. Excuse me for eating. So yeah, we're, again, we can't predict the future, but we can at least comment on it. And it does appear that they're heading in that direction. Let's hope that things turn around here. That's definitely the hope. But we'll see what happens. Michael's saying he thinks things opened up a little bit too soon. Holly,
I disagree.
He disagrees. He's got a different point of view. Holly is saying, do you think the parks are at the new capacity or are people just not going? That's a good question. Again, I know part of it was last week with the annual pass days. I think it was definitely probably emptier, but even now, at least the views I'm seeing on videos on Facebook and YouTube, doesn't look really crowded. So, is that because they're actually limiting it that much? I think they're limiting it to like 20-25% tops, I think, at this point. So yeah, just think about that. Going to the Magic Kingdom and having only 20% of the people there that you normally would see. That's pretty bare. Maria's saying, unfortunately, until a vaccine becomes available, traveling is going to be iffy. Anthony agrees with Maria. Well, that's what we're here for. We're all giving opinions. That's what we're doing. That's what our WDW POV is all about, Marcus.
And that's what you say.
So we can. I appreciate your point of view.
No, you don't.
And I counter with my point of view.
Yeah, our point of view is generally the same.
Yeah, and that's saying here at the shore cars from many states, no mask, no distancing. That's not good, and it's hard to control.
You can't control people wearing masks.
I know it's tough unless you specifically say this is a law, which
legally you can't do that without infringing on people's rights.
Yeah.
It's infringing on people's rights.
Yeah.
It's infringing on people's rights.
Okay. Yeah.
A privately owned business can say they'll refuse to serve you, but saying that legally the government is ordering you to wear a specific piece of clothing or apparel.
But I can wear a Disney mask instead of a regular mask.
It's not.
So they're not forcing me.
It's not going to help you.
They're not forcing me to specifically wear a non-Disney mask. I can wear whatever kind of mask I want. Anyway, yeah. So Michael's saying they're definitely at the new capacity. People can't book, because the reservations are online now. But if they're fully booked, they're fully booked. So if you can't get a spot to go to Magic Kingdom on a particular day, obviously that means they're at their full capacity. Let's see and again, we're still dealing with more and more cases. Callum is saying, from a U.S. view, why is it so bad in Florida? Is it down to people not following the advice? Callum, I'm wondering if a good portion of it, again, is because people are coming from all over the different states. Florida obviously is a hotbed for people to go vacation. So you've got, and again, I don't know that people are probably distancing or doing what they should to try and help reduce the number of cases. So you've got an influx of people, and then they're gone, and then you get an influx of more people, and then they're gone. So I don't know. That's my guess anyway. And Laura's here. Hey, Laura. Says sorry she's late. What'd you miss? Usually nothing. You're okay, Laura. We're talking. We just started getting into. We're talking about Hong Kong closing in a couple of days. We're debating on what we think is going to happen with Walt Disney World, if they're possibly going to do the same here with the influx of cases going on. Yeah, that's saying in an emergency, which this is true. A mandate becomes law, so
and then when they inflate the numbers.
Not getting into the politics end of this.
That's not politics end.
Okay.
That's just
I know
the hospitals.
I know there's been some of that because hospitals get more money for COVID cases, and
which I guess is political in some way.
Yeah.
Everything's political in some way.
I don't want to get into that aspect of. Okay, so we'll just not say anything.
Just don't say anything because everything is political now.
It is pretty much. I mean, and this is really a tough topic. It really is. But let's see. Michael's saying I can say in-park guests do wear masks, and when asked to put them on, they do. And so, and I think Disney, again, you've got control there, so that's a good thing. I mean, that's if you're going to go anywhere, that's probably one of the safer places, I would think. So he's saying so there aren't any problems with that. Social distancing is a little harder because there isn't any, in-cast cues to do it. So yeah, I get that. That's I can't imagine not being able to, or excuse me, losing it. Basically, being able to control that many people to keep them 6 feet apart at all times. And then you've got some people that are family members. Obviously, they can stay together. So yeah. Anyway, Laura was saying, yeah, as a Floridian, she can say yes. So I think she's agreeing with some of that. Florida was wild at the beginning of the shutdowns. They kept beaches open during spring break. Yeah, that may have been a iffy decision. Yeah, and David's saying Walt Disney World looks like they're doing everything correctly. So that, everything becomes politics, unfortunately. Let's see what else we got here. State of Florida did a poor job not being proactive. When it comes to wearing masks, views, it isn't political and should never be. It's a humanity issue. Yeah. And Texas numbers are going up. California numbers are going up. Yeah, we've got, I don't know. I mean, we're looking at, like a second wave here. I don't know what's going to happen, but like I said, Disney, I think, is doing what they
Honestly,
can do right.
I'm not going to sit in my home again. I do that all the time already. I did it. And I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done.
It's going to be tough.
I'm done. It's
going to be tough on the second round if they are telling people stay at home again. That's going to be tough. That's really going to be tough. Let's see. Yep. Jack just let out a
I concur.
Sadly, there are no politics in nursing home 10 minutes from us. Yeah. You know what? The whole nursing home thing is driving me nuts. I mean, that's crazy. I know a doctor who works at a nursing home, and he's, gotten very personal with a number of his patients over the years, and he just lost it, and his, not just patients, but he lost friends. He lost a lot of friends. Let's see. Maria's saying I would feel safer going to Disney than the grocery store. Yeah, again, they've got protocols in place at Disney. I think they're doing it right. They're doing everything they possibly can. And just try and do the best we can to appreciate each other. And let's see. Laura's saying David, Walt Disney World is doing it right. So is Universal. Other places are not, and that's the sad thing. I mean, you go out in general public, you're not going to be able to police everything 24/7. And so we're sort of in a situation now where, what's that? No.
That's why I didn't say it
not
out loud.
going there, not
That's why
going
I didn't
there.
say it out loud.
So, but yeah, so you can, but again, in my opinion, I think Disney's doing it right. Universal's doing it right. Some of these places are doing it right. But once you get outside of that bubble, you know, it's, you know, you don't know what you're going to get. You really don't, from one place to another. Column is saying that from vlogs I have seen, Disney guests seem to be following rules better than guests at Universal, which is probably down to Disney making sure guests are did I miss something here?
No, this is a YouTube comment.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. So I'm not sure. I'm assuming they are listening. They're following instructions. Okay, so boy, we just barely scratched the surface here. We got tons of comments on this. No, appreciate it. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. So we don't know what's going to happen. Disney World may end up.
You know, I'd rather not keep it coming because I don't want to hear about the exact same thing all the time.
I know he'd like to get out more, and it's been a very tough few months for everybody, I'm sure. I'm back at work. I've been back at work. I've actually only been working from home for a few weeks, but then we went back to work pretty quickly, actually. Six Flags, then saying Six Flags Great Adventure here in Jersey. Heard they're good too. Okay. And Michael's saying he goes to all the parks for filming. He feels Disney, Universal, and Busch Gardens are doing a great job. SeaWorld, a little smaller, and really didn't seem like they could control the guests. Each location trains their guests differently. So again, definitely, I feel like these parks, for the most part, are probably doing a better job than if you were going to
make money.
The grocery store. Well, they have to. I mean, everybody's got to make money. That's what businesses do. If they don't make money, they they won't be around. And we definitely don't want to see that happen. And we know it's happened to a number of small businesses, medium businesses. And Stan's out there. Hey, Stan, how's it going? Yeah, we're talking Hong Kong Disney closing. We're talking.
And you know, it's kind of hard when a small business has all of these weird things forced upon them that they really can't.
Small businesses in particular are having a hard time.
Yeah, this is
kind of
targeted at small businesses. Large businesses have the infrastructure to supply all of this and look into, follow all these protocols. A small business really doesn't have the ability to do that.
What David's saying, he looks forward to new technology with screening at Disney. No more bags being checked when that goes into play. That'd be cool. That would hopefully speed that whole bag check process up. Imaging, instead of having to go through everybody's bags one by one, that could be really good. And again, I guess there are some bright sides. If you want to look at a bright, silver lining and a dark cloud with this whole, everything we've been going through. Maybe some of that new technology will be something that will be used down the road and continue to be used and help streamline that whole entry process. Yeah, Maria's saying she agrees with what she's seeing on her end as a travel agent. Yeah, I mean, that's got to be tough. I mean, that's your whole business is travel, and obviously travel has been very limited over the past 4 months. But hopefully things continue to stay open. Hopefully this will continue to be a trend. But keeping our fingers crossed on that one. So anyway, Stan, Kim is saying, Stan, I hope us girls didn't blow up your phone too much today. Okay. Yeah, Mary's saying, also, I'm hearing the restaurant check-in is smooth. That's a good thing. You can put in your dietary requests, seating requests, and then they let you know when your table is ready. So good. So again, I think there are some things that are coming out of this that may be an advantage in the long run. Not that we wanted to have to do it this way, but, would have been nice to just have some of these streamlined bag checks and things like that before having to go through what we've been going through for the last 4 months. Yeah, Maria, we're praying 2021.
I'm praying that 2020 will just be better by the end.
By the end of what?
The year. Before the end of the year.
Before the end of this year?
Mm-hmm.
That would be good too. That'd be even better. If by the time we get through the end of 2020, yeah, that things are turning around and much better. Yeah, Stan saying he's shocked at Hong Kong Disney closed again, but you have to admire them for their courage to do it. Yeah, that just sort of caught me off guard too, Stan. I hadn't heard a lot of publicity about there being a surge going on in the Hong Kong area, but apparently it was enough that they decided this is the right thing to do. So David's saying people moved to Florida, Orlando to be near the magic. Without Disney, Universal, Florida,
or they just moved there, or they just moved there to be close to the beach.
Yeah, but Orlando's not really close to the beach, though.
Florida in general.
It's about an hour.
I'm saying Florida in general.
That's the nice thing. You can be like Central Florida and still only be about an hour from the beach. That's pretty good. Michael saying, only issue I've seen with dietary stuff is you have more than one. If you have more than one, you have to go into the one register. And let's see. Laura's saying, yeah, virtual restaurant seating is very nice. Stan saying that's why he's late, Kim, because he was getting caught up on all the chat going on.
As are you.
Yes, Stan, I'm still eating. I haven't even, look at this. There's Jack in the background having fun. Now here's the deal. Okay, I've got a quesadilla here. I'm trying to eat some of it. I don't know how I'm going to do this because it's going to be so sloppy.
I already did that.
But here's the $1 million question right now. How many Dias come in a case?
Okay. Yeah. Go eat and.
Well, you're going to let me take a break?
Mm-hmm.
Really? What are you going to talk about?
I don't know. What have you talked about?
Well, we've been talking about Disney, whether it's going to close or not.
Yeah,
we talked about Hong Kong Disney closing. Here are my notes if you'd like. Remember, we're going to talk about the next thing I was actually going to talk about was the horse that got the balloon caught up, that Merida was riding. There was all kind of crazy stuff going on this last week. All kind of crazy stuff. So these are my notes if you can read them. Horse with the balloon, Splash being evacuated, Seven Dwarfs viral video or viral post, and a certain blogging group that begins with WDW and then two more letters that typically for some reason seem to do a lot of, shall we call it, clickbait?
Get out of here.
Okay.
Go eat.
So I'm going to go eat. Well, I guess she does whatever. I don't know. It sounds like the topic's going to go off the rails, but these are all my notes. Okay? Okay. I'll be right back. This is scary.
It's scary. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Do you know how to click on the comment?
We have gone 13 days in a row without it.
Oh, well, here's what you do, though. So you do that,
I know.
And then you can bring it up.
Get out of here.
We have gone 13 days in a row, Stan says, without a new case in our province. We currently have one active case in Manitoba.
Noise in the background.
You can do whatever you want. I'm used to it.
Okay.
Things are just starting to open up now. Well, that sounds fantastic that they're starting to open up. I hope they stay open. So, good evening. I had a full day, and I went to the dentist too. So
you're loopy.
I am not loopy. You don't explain to Jeff you don't get loopy when you have Novocaine. What's my hair doing? Okay. Hi, Annette. Yes. Hi, Mary. I am taking over. Hi, Maria. So he has a bunch of things on a list, but that does not mean I have to go down that list. We're all aware that I am capable of not going down the list. So,
hey, don't you get the show off the rails?
I'm not getting the show off the rails. He's yelling at me. Let's see, we're gonna. Ooh. He has 3 monitors. Has he told you this? 4 monitors.
We don't use this one.
Oh, okay. Nobody needs 4 monitors. Okay, the Merida horse was two issues that could have been avoided. One, the parent could have stopped the child from running out into the street with their balloon. Okay, so
just eat your food.
I need to get my water.
I'm going to run it off the rails.
Please, just do it already.
Now, Michael, I don't know if you've ever been exposed to, I don't know how old the child was. Did we ever say how old the child was? The issue about the parent could have stopped their child. Maybe they couldn't.
From the way it looked, whoever was videoing it, I think the person videoing might have been with the party.
Why did they come? Tell him to go. Everyone tell him to go eat. So
they may have been busy videoing and not watching their kid.
I'm sorry. There is somebody just showing up. He won't go away. So having 5 children, I could have stopped 4 of my kids. The last one was on baseball fields. He just would dart. So, but we knew that about him. So usually there was somebody holding his hand or he was with a harness. So if this parent was not prepared, they could not have stopped the child. Okay, that said, there could have been a parade control cast there to stop the child from running out. However, they deployed a large percentage of that cast, so they weren't there. Okay, so yes, I will say that it probably was just a series of misfortunate events. I am surprised now, probably because the horses have not been in parade situations for months. Do they have horses in a normal parade?
I don't know. We don't usually watch all of the parades.
I don't remember horses in parade. I mean, they have horses pulling the carts, and have you ever seen before anyone riding on the back of a horse before all of this COVID? Well, I'd like to know. Not. I think he's saying. I think so. Can you read this? Because I can't.
The head of the health department for Orange County, Florida, has said that this COVID is something we are just going to live with until there is a cure/immunization, and that we can't be shutting down the city/state every 2 weeks.
Okay, so I agree with that, and you may not agree with it, but we could stay in our house for a year, and when you walk out, the virus is still there. We live with it. That's pretty much what you have to do.
People starve to death. People commit suicide. People do this, that, and the other thing because they can't go out at all.
So, yes, we're probably just going to have to learn to live around it. Okay, Steve says Disney balloons aren't meant to fly away. They all have weights on them. So did that balloon have the weight still attached, or did they take off the weight? And do they have weights on them?
They're saying that the plastic weight at the end was scaring the horse.
Okay, so the plastic weight at the end of the balloon was scaring the horse. I'm so glad you could see. David said that. So yeah, that plastic weight could scare the horse, but you would think parade horses are used to a whole lot.
Not when it gets wrapped around its leg.
Well, you got to be ready for everything. I can't.
I had a spider get on my back yesterday. I didn't like that.
Okay, so I think we're really getting a lot of comments, but I cannot. You need to do this.
Okay, just stop. We don't have to pay attention to every single comment.
No, I do because Mary said.
Are you guys throwing up the show?
No, get up.
Are they messing the show up?
You could mute Jeff. She says I could mute you.
It's a shame you're not on Zoom because then you could mute Jeff.
Okay.
Great. No, he has his phone, so he's going to comment.
I'm going to comment.
Okay, good. We will ignore your comments. Let's see. I don't think the person with the camera was with the family. You could see the dad grab the child. Okay. And I really, as a parent of a child, that just darted quickly. Jack literally was on softball fields while his sister was playing because he could be right next to me, and I had another child. If I diverted my attention, he was gone. It happens. Things happen with children. They're unpredictable. I think anyone who's a parent could agree with that. Okay, so Mary said, I think the Disney cast members with the horse did a fabulous job. Now, the Headless Horseman, did
I what?
I need a napkin.
At this point, he's just being really annoying. There's napkins in the other room.
Thank you.
You guys can all okay, so the Headless Horseman at their Halloween parade.
I didn't watch the Halloween parade
You've
ever.
seen pictures of the Headless Horseman?
No, I haven't.
I'm going to have to show it to you.
I've seen the cartoon with it.
No, at the parade.
Yeah, I've been reading the comments.
Okay. So, look, it just, why does it do that? He gets annoyed with everyone. Look, I thought it was just his dad, but it's me. Okay.
Just skip all these comments. You're never going to catch up at this point.
That's okay.
Just skip all of them. You'll never catch up to what is actually going on right now.
What is going on? The horse normally pulls the trolley. I don't have to. Okay, so Annette says, my daughter was a runner, but in a situation. I said, Annette said.
You said says.
Well, she is saying it.
She already said it. She probably said 10 different things by now.
Marcus is really antsy today. My daughter was a runner, but in a situation like parade horse, she would be in a stroller. And you would hope, but every once in a while, I never want to judge a parent because I could be that parent one day. And I want to give parents a lot of grace, and even the Disney cast members. Things happen. You cannot prepare for every situation in every circumstance. We try our best, and Disney does a great job of, I think, of trying to be prepared for every situation. Wouldn't you agree?
What?
Do you think Disney does a good job of trying to be prepared?
Code V.
Yes. How quickly were they prepared for when you had a code V?
I heard that shouted like 2 seconds after it happened.
They were on it. The horses pull the trolley car too. Whenever you get a horse in a crowd, you have to know it could get spooked from anything. And that is absolutely... And we have stories in our family.
You usually train it to be near crowds, and train it for almost every situation.
I grew up with horses. My brother is a veterinarian. He has lots of horses, and he's had injuries because a horse gets spooked and things happen. So Miss Patty joined the show, and the ratings went up 100%. Well, thank you. And here, can you read this?
It was just a day-to-day accident. No one was hurt. That's the important thing. Thank you, Callum.
Thank you. That was absolutely the truth.
They're all just talking about how unfortunate it is, what could have been changed about it, how well the cast members did, and the weight on the balloon.
Okay, so as we're talking...
And then Annette is talking about her daughter occasionally.
You are. He had a rough day today. Did you have a rough day?
I don't know.
Okay. Annette says, I agree, Patty. My daughter would disappear in a split second. Once at Epcot in Mexico seeing Donald, she ran. And Jack took off all the time. We did have one of those harnesses for him. Oh, this is interesting. She ran to the backstage area. A cast member didn't move. I chased her, and she found herself surrounded by trucks. Mary's asking, what's wrong with Marcus today? He is even more grumpy than usual. You're being a little grumpy. Oh, okay. So let's talk about Marcus while he's here, and he doesn't know that we're talking about him because he's sitting here. Marcus has had a rough couple weeks. And it's okay to admit that it's a rough couple weeks. He keeps acting like his life isn't that difficult, and he knows that. And a lot of people are going through rough times, but a lot of things have happened that are, and it's okay. It's you can walk away for a few minutes if you feel the need to. Are you okay?
I guess.
Okay, so I think there's been some issues with the animals and our fair being canceled and just a lot of little things. So it's, we all have those issues that, we're disappointed a trip gets canceled or, we can't go to the movie. Are the movie theaters?
The movie theaters open.
They're supposed to be open, but is there anything to see? Nobody's putting movies out. We could go and
How can everyone talk about a stupid horse for this long is the real question.
How? I could talk about a stupid horse. Okay, so here, Marcus wants to talk about something else. What side does everyone sleep on?
Everyone ignored Stan, obviously.
Why?
No one has said what side they sleep on.
Why are we talking about what side we sleep on? Stan, are you breaking into people's houses?
Sometimes the side, sometimes this side.
I thought you meant what side of the bed.
He might have meant that. I don't know. Sometimes the middle, sometimes the rightish area.
Okay.
All depends on which way you're laying at though.
Okay, so Stan, what side do you sleep on? What is it? Oh, wait. Is it?
No.
Oh, Marcus clicked that off. I said that Marcus got up on the wrong side of the bed. No, he doesn't. He didn't. No, the left side. Okay. This has been rough on everyone. Life is interrupted right now, and it stinks. David, you are absolutely right. And the thing is, verbalizing that it stinks is sometimes the answer. Accepting. Oh, did I screw that up? No. I messed that up. So,
sometimes you say stupid, not to say that a horse mentally is stupid. Sometimes you say it because you're trying to get your point across. And how long everyone's been talking about a horse.
Okay. So we're now talking about which side of the bed which side you sleep on. So which side do you sleep on? Explain your bed. It's a single bed.
I said the middle or the right.
But it's a single bed. There's really not a side to a single bed. I mean, and it's in the middle of your room right now. So I guess you could get up on the wrong side. Do you ever get up on the other side?
So is this like with horses where the right side is the wrong side and the left side is the right side?
He is going to start making faces. I am going to just put my head in my hands and shake my head. Like this. Like this. Send help. Okay.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Stan, we are now talking about the sleeping habits. I want to know.
This was on my notes. I actually put down how to get out of bed. No.
Okay, so Stan says I'm all over the place. Sometimes on my back, sometimes on my right, sometimes on my left, sometimes on my belly.
That sounds like our show, Stan.
Here,
all over the place.
Here is the really, really important question. Do you sleep on the same side of the bed at home as you do in Disney? Or do you switch it up when you travel? Do you?
Not really, unless I'm being forced to sleep on a specific side because somebody else is on that side.
Yeah, I think some trips we've been like we go on the same side of the bed that we are here, and other trips, we throw caution to the wind, and we'll be on the opposite sides of the bed that we normally are. Yeah.
Okay.
How did you guys get on this topic?
Stan.
Okay,
Thanks,
Jack.
Stan. Thank you.
And that does the same side.
Mary's asking how you are. Would you like to say
Come
hello?
on in, join the crowd.
Hi, Mary.
Here, let's move down a little bit so I can see you better. There you go.
There.
Hi, Mary. I'm good.
He's good, Mary.
He is good.
Worms. Why'd I have to be worms?
Okay.
What's that from?
Minnesota Cuke.
Minnesota Cute.
Annette says same side. And okay, so Stan found the balloon horse video fascinating. You're supposed to read these.
It really,
No, I'm not.
it really was, because I mean, like you said, and I heard you guys talking about this already, but yeah, that balloon, it was like it was attracted to this horse's leg. It just like
There's something called static electricity. Why do balloons get attracted to your head with hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
A horse's body is literally covered in hair.
It was weird though. I mean, it was almost like there was a string just pulling
You know
that
how-
balloon right to the horse's leg.
You know how random pieces
then
of
there was
shriveled
a
up
string.
plastic will stick to your hand?
Yeah. Oh, styrofoam's horrible. You get little bits of styrofoam, and you can't get them off your fingers, and you're doing this, and you're flicking your hand, and you can't get them off.
Okay. So yes, things happen in a moment's notice, and this is the show about nothing. Well, it's his fault.
You
It's
got to
his fault.
click on some of these
I-
things. I'm out of control here. I'm not even, I'm just sitting here.
So David says I toss and turn all night. Do you toss and turn all night at Disney? We're trying to bring it back to Disney. Now here's a topic that I think I could get everyone excited about.
Hey, Jim's out there.
Hey,
Hi,
Dave
Jim.
agrees with me.
Jim's out
Okay.
there. Did you see Jim?
Yes, I said this is the show about nothing.
Yes. Oh, I didn't see. I just saw the comment. Okay.
Okay,
Got it.
so here we have stayed at all levels of resorts. We've stayed at the value, the moderate, and the deluxe. So I want to hear, where's your favorite sheets and where's your favorite pillows?
It's not on my
It's
topic
not.
list. It's not on my topic list.
You can save some of these for next time.
You can't. This is all topical stuff.
This is
all
topical?
happened. This happened within the last few days or hours of.
Do you have favorite sheets at Disney? Have you noticed the difference?
No.
Oh my goodness, the value sheets are horrendous.
They may be, but I don't remember the last time I was at a decent resort.
Here, let me turn this thing off here real quick. This thing's been going. I'm sorry. This whole thing has been going for the
Just
entire
like how
show.
an animal farm, the animals didn't realize how badly they were being mistreated by the pigs.
And this is for
They
you.
thought they were just better off than when they were with Farmer Jones because they were free.
And this is for you, Jim.
They were
This is
free
for you
animals.
right there. There you go. Tonight's show is about nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
Now, actually, tonight's show is about to park or not to park. That is the question. Although for some reason we haven't really talked as much about that. We did. We did
When we
earlier
were
on
going
in the show.
to the parks a lot,
turn it
you
out.
complained. And now that we're not going, you're complaining.
Because you're asking me questions about them and I don't remember anything.
Are you yelling at your mother?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think he is.
I was exclaiming.
For the most part, my wife and I sleep on the same side when on vacation. Sometimes she prefers not to be too close to the door window, so we switch. Does she have a problem with the door window?
Probably.
Yeah, so do you.
And
I want to see how many different people we could get talking about different topics at the same time.
now David says he sleeps like a baby at Disney.
Okay.
And now Stan's
So that-
talking about his own home.
So that would make David a big baby at Disney.
Turkey born with.
Mary says she's never stayed in a value.
I'm just playing with you.
Oh my goodness, the sheets in the value. No, the
Yeah, they're not very good. Mary.
the last time we stayed up.
Sandpaper? Something like sandpaper.
Patrick's saying he's usually too tired to notice.
Oh,
I can agree.
Kim is talking about the Marriott. I'm assuming that she was talking about what sheets and pillows she
I will
likes
tell you the new
Dave says his
the mattresses at the Pop Century, when they redid them, the mattresses were much nicer.
They were better. Yes, they were.
We stayed at Coronado Springs once, and they moved us how many times because the mattresses were so incredibly like.
This was before they did that last refurb, so the mattresses are probably a little bit old. Yeah, I think they ended up.
Do you remember that?
Didn't they bring a whole new mattress in for us?
They moved us.
No, they
moved us twice.
But then they moved
in the third room. They brought us new mattresses.
They brought us a whole new mattress.
They said they weren't allowed to do that, but they did it because, I mean, like clearly the springs in the box spring were all broken.
Maria says, yeah, she sleeps like a baby because they're there from morning till night. Which we do that too. And then some nights, what ends up happening is we get back to the room. My family's asleep. I'm unloading all the pictures from the cameras and the video cameras and my GoPro on my head strap thing. And I'm offloading all the pictures and stuff onto my laptop. And so I'm up for another couple hours while they're all sleeping and having a good time, getting some sleep. Yeah. That's what I do. I do all the work. Music was the same as Riverside. I'm not sure what music.
Patrick says, I'm usually too tired to notice that. I have to tell you. Once upon a time, and this was a fluke. I bought standard sheets, would go to Kohl's or, wherever and buy standard sheets for our bed. Once upon a time, we were on Long Island, and I went to a place that specialized in comforters and sheets, and I bought a set, and they were discounted, but the sheets were so incredibly soft, and I said I can never sleep on cheap sheets again. Ever, ever, ever. It makes such a world of difference, doesn't it?
Yes. I'm reading the comments too.
So it makes a world of difference for my sleep. Nothing is better than my bed in Sweet Home, New Jersey, even over deluxe resorts.
Wow, that's impressive.
I'm thinking not, because if I throw my stuff on the floor at home, nobody comes to pick it up. When I'm in a resort, I can throw my towel on the floor and I don't have to pick it up.
Mary, there's truth to being able to sleep when it's cooler. Now, what you do is if you're having trouble falling asleep, why are we talking about this? How did we get on this?
Stan.
Sorry. Thanks, Stan. So while you are in bed, if you're too warm and you're not comfortable and you're having trouble sleeping, what you do is you take one leg. This is legit. Now, this is legit. Take one leg, put it outside of the covers to cool that leg down. That helps cool your blood down, cools your body down, and you fall asleep faster.
Okay.
There you go. You did not think you were going to hear that tonight, did you? Oh my goodness. We're like way behind on these comments. David says he loves the poly beds.
Mary has sheets that keep you cool or warm.
Oh, there are some they wick or whatever.
Okay, so
we got to jump past some of these.
Okay, so now here, Marcus, read Stan's comment. I need you to read this.
That's not Stan. That's Mary.
Where'd Stan go?
Talking about?
There
you go.
Why do I have to read this?
Because I can't.
Because you can't read.
What's the point of your glasses?
I need to order new glasses. I'm sorry. I'm so far behind on everything. Okay.
Do you want to read it, Marcus?
Yes.
Go ahead. You've got one job to do.
I have one job on this ship.
Yeah, you're speaking of jobs. I was supposed to.
Yeah, I have to schedule it.
Okay. Everybody's just sitting there wondering why you're not reading it.
No, they're not. They know I'm not reading it.
Why?
Because I'm being difficult.
He is being difficult.
With Disney no longer bringing your luggage to your room, which they did that. I didn't know they did that.
Yes, they did.
Or your purchases to your resort and no fast passes to book in advance. Is it worth to stay on property?
Wait. The reason Marcus doesn't know that is because we always drive. And when we always drive, we bring our own luggage in.
Oh, man.
Why would I take my luggage out of my car into the bellhop area and then have to wait for them to bring it to the room.
Why should I tip someone for doing a job that I can do myself?
This is interesting too. Dave says that he said it might sound crazy, but he brings his own sheets and pillows.
Do not make faces at Dave.
That's not crazy.
I wasn't making faces at Dave. He said that
and
like 3 minutes ago.
And, okay, now we're getting off on David said how about the different toilet paper from resort to resort. I'll bet some people bring their own toilet paper too.
Well.
You know, now
but I do know some resorts have toilet paper far nicer than our own.
Yes.
Than our own now.
Well, no, we've got some
not now.
We've got some pretty nice
Don't
toilet
tell them
paper.
where we got it.
Oh, it's a special toilet
because then they're
paper.
going to buy all of this.
They will buy all of it, and then we won't be able to get it.
We're sworn to secrecy on where we get our toilet paper from.
Really
soft.
Dave, your own sheets and pillows. I have a sister who does that. But I've considered bringing my own pillows. This will be temporary and will eventually come back.
And then Stan's questioning that by saying the question is how long and will Disney like this cost-saving idea? Well, if they lose customers because of it, no, it won't be cost-saving.
Okay, so Steve's comment. You could read Steve's comment.
Oh, man.
Go ahead. Miss Patty, you can still see better than me with bad glasses. Okay, so here's the problem.
It's getting close.
It's because they put the lines so far down. You know, they're a gradual transition bifocal. The line is so far down that I have to lift my head up to read, and then it looks goofy. Because when you're reading, they keep doing it, and I keep explaining, look, I need the bifocal part, so when I can see here, I'm going to have to get two different pairs of glasses is what it would amount to.
Yeah, they're trying to explain to Marcus about the Magical Express, how they would bring your luggage from the airport and bring it to your hotel and your resort.
You've never flown. Well, you have flown.
We've taken,
one time.
You've never been on the Magical Express. We were on
and then that one time when I was a baby to Seattle.
Except when we were going to the cruise ship. But that wasn't
But I don't
same.
remember that. The
That's
only reason
not
I
the
remember
same.
that is because you guys have said that every time we talk about me flying.
Okay, so do you think you would like to take a plane to Orlando, get the Magical Express at the airport, and ride a big bus to the resort?
Or drive in our car where the cushion has been morphed to my body shape perfectly.
Toilet paper,
but it still cramps my butt.
And pillows are not on my list. So there.
Okay, but see, look.
I had a whole list of stuff to talk about tonight.
That's not very engaging. Look at this.
What do you mean it's not very engaging?
Wait. Stan is like really into this. He's bringing his own bath tissue next time for the room.
Maybe Stan,
okay,
if you're
he's
really
not insane.
if you're really Stan, if you're really nice to us, maybe we'll tell you the place that we order our toilet paper from.
We won't, because he's gonna buy all of it.
It's a special toilet paper. It's really nice.
Okay.
The rolls are like this big around. I mean,
I can
like
talk
regular
about the
toilet
Princess
roll
and the Frog.
is
That's
like
not on
this.
the list.
Regular toilet rolls like this. These things are massive, huge, round.
Yes, I do
puffy
need.
toilet
I do
paper.
need office glasses where the reading part is higher up, so I can read the computer screen. Thank you. I need to.
Yes,
You
they
know,
do.
I could talk about Princess
make-
and the Frog. That's not on the list.
Good.
I'm the only person that's seen it so far that remembers any of it.
I remember it.
Really?
I fell asleep.
Yeah, I know.
We were going to talk about Splash Mountain evacuation, Seven Dwarves, that viral video thing.
These don't even sound like interesting
Mary's dad
topics.
needs glasses and has some that have been at Walmart since COVID has started. Ooh.
What's that?
What's next on the list, Jeff? Mary wants to know.
Okay, Splash Mountain got evacuated. There you go.
Wow.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
Wait.
And,
Why does
things
Dave
like
say
that
baby
happen.
wipes? Is he talking about baby wipes for toilet paper? Is that what he's talking about?
I
You
don't know,
mean the
Dave.
baby wipe, flushable wipes that aren't actually flushable?
Dave, you gotta elaborate on the baby wipes. What do you mean by baby wipes? Or maybe he just brings them with him?
Wait.
Or, I don't know. Does he wipe himself?
Stan hides all the toilet paper in the back room from shopper.
Oh, man. Okay, we'll talk real quick here. Seven Dwarves, that video, not a video, it was a post that somebody was saying that people got too close and people were going to get fired and reprimanded and so on and so forth from a blog
Do you need
group
to take a break?
called WDW.
What
And then
would
two
you like
more
to talk
letters, but
about
I'm not going to
Disney
say what
Plus?
those two letters are.
I said I could talk about
Dang it.
Princess and the Frog,
Oh,
and
he
that's not
wants
even
to-
on the list.
He wants to talk about Princess and the
What do
Frog.
you want to talk about,
He
Princess and the
watched
Frog?
it. He wants to talk about it.
Oh my goodness, this can't be good. He hates every movie, so what's going to be?
Did you like Princess and the Frog, Marcus?
Okay.
Why don't we take a poll? Who here thinks Marcus liked Princess and the Frog?
Yeah, before I say anything.
Yeah. Anyway,
And
Mary,
they'll
yes,
continue
more,
talking about
more
toilet
fake
paper for
news
the next
from
half
that
hour.
particular blogger that does a lot of
Which one?
clickbait. This one right there. I'm
Oh.
not saying the name of the place. I'm not even going to give them the
Okay.
satisfaction of giving their name out.
Well,
But
everyone obviously knows who you're talking
they
about.
do a lot of clickbait stuff, and that seriously, every time I see a post from them anymore, 99 times out of 100, I won't even click on it. I'll try and find the story somewhere else because usually it's not
How
true,
many times
or
have they
it's
shared
been
stuff?
blown out of
Oh,
proportion.
they
So,
have articles
drives me
every
nuts.
day.
I don't like that.
So
But
it
they
takes them
always
like
write
100
it-
days. And
They always.
well, Mary, that's being very negative right there.
What?
What? Marcus doesn't like anything right now.
Okay.
He doesn't. He's in a bad mood. What did Annette say somewhere? I heard that mess at the Dwarf's Mine was due to a hand washing station in that area. Yeah. And again, it's like they can plan as much as they want. They're doing a great job, but if you get one little quick, moment where some people will get backed up and, aren't quite distancing like they should,
Okay.
I'm sure probably almost immediately after that, they separated and got everything back in order. Anyway, and that's saying, is that the page I got out of? I think it was, Annette. I think it was.
Okay. So. Oh,
Oh.
the bath tissue shortage.
Oh, we better
We are
stock up.
stocked up. We are stocked up.
We're
for-
stocked up, Stan. We don't stock up like crazy lunatics stock up. I mean, but we have enough for.
Wow, somebody
5
sort
people.
of accurately guessed. And
What's
we
that?
only had 2 people guess.
What's that about your opinion of Princess and the Frog? What were the answers here?
Yes, he liked the movie, but doesn't feel the attraction should replace Space Mountain.
Splash
Mountain.
Mountain.
Space Mountain.
Oh my
The liking it is sort of borderline. I was fine with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Doesn't mean I liked it.
Okay. But
I
you didn't
felt
hate
the
it.
songs weren't that great.
Okay.
And I felt like there was one every other second.
Okay.
And they try to say, they advertised it as a twist on the average Disney story, and it ends up being another formulaic animated Disney story.
Okay.
Where a parent dies.
Yeah. They never explain why either.
And John Goodman's in it.
Nah, the music wasn't that great, in my opinion. There was like one decent song, and I don't even remember what the name of it is.
What was the song they
A
played?
lot of the songs were very repetitive, I feel, too.
What was the song at Tiana's restaurant, at Tiana's place or whatever?
On
You know,
Disney
maybe
Cruise?
if you
It was
were
on the
awake,
Disney
you would
Cruise.
know.
No, I'm just asking. Do we
But
know
maybe
what
if you
that
were
is?
awake, you would have known.
I was tired. I did a lot of work this
Do
last
you want to
week.
watch it again?
No.
I'll
I
watch
would
it
rather
again.
watch Song of the South again.
There you go.
Acting
There's
has
the-
come a long way.
Acting.
Acting has come a long way over the years, but the storytelling has.
I would agree with Marcus that when you watch the old original Disney movies,
Any old original movie at all,
But Walt-
acting was not the best. Child acting was not the best.
but Walt
but-
was a storyteller. Walt brought something that they can't duplicate. I mean, they've made good movies, but
But
they've
they're
made
not.
a lot of really bad movies. And I mean,
Well-
really,
Well,
that's the truth.
in the 70s, right after Walt was gone,
How about now?
those were dark times.
When all we're doing is making
The remake of a
Mulan remake, Lion King remake.
That one was literally just a remake.
Yeah.
Like, if you watch Jon Favreau's interviews, he said, we tried to make this as realistic as possible.
These are the rails. This is where we're
And you know
at.
what the problem with doing them as realistic as possible thing was? They followed the exact same plot line as the original movie. Whereas with the Jungle Book, they completely changed everything and made it darker. And it fit.
Gaston. Okay.
What are everyone's thoughts on people buying and overbuying stuff? You mean overpricing stuff?
No, what they're buying lots of stuff. Now.
Yeah, can you blame them? They're probably not going to make that stuff anymore.
That was on my notes.
So
Oh.
It's called capitalism.
Yes. So
it's
but
money.
they're okay. So and that says she likes Tiana's dress. It's pretty.
her dress is pretty.
But
I like Bella's.
Marcus is on
colorway.
point. See, Dave Jungward agrees with you. I think he agrees with you on a lot of stuff. Actually, he does.
Is
What
he
about
an
when?
angsty teenager?
Okay, I'm just gonna point out what happens when like a new iPhone comes out or a new game console comes out. Everyone waits and they buy tons of them so that they can sell them at a higher price.
Okay, here's the thing, though. Now, obviously, this was on my list here. Basically,
It could be 2 years, but also they could stop making all of this stuff.
So basically, we've got reselling of Disney products. We saw all of you had to have seen the posts out there where you've got people with giant bags.
Oh, that's low in that.
What she said?
People buying up all the stuff. It's exactly like the
here at the beach.
Oh,
Scavengers.
David, no hands.
What?
I
think David is really Marcus typing in his own comments.
no hands. Dave, please comment something right now. Oh, how can I get my feet up here at the same time?
Anyway, Mary said there's plenty in the warehouse. But here's the thing. Okay, so these people are walking out with bags and
that's
bags.
not low. It's true. Well, there's also being respectful of human beings and not name calling.
What is his problem tonight?
when you say
if you call a group of people
scavengers,
seagulls,
what do you call scavengers? I mean, that's what these people were doing. They were scavenging all this stuff. I don't see how that's a low comment. I think it was pretty spot on.
And they have the right to do it.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No. Hold on.
If they're annual pass holders, no.
They're annual pass holders, and that was on the annual pass holder days that a lot of these pictures were taken. So in that particular case, no, they are not allowed to buy all that stuff. If they're going to buy it all up and keep it or give it away as gifts to their kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews,
why would
cousins,
they give it to their kids and grandkids, nieces and nephews? The
They
kids
don't know
have
who
never
they-
seen the show.
but that's what I'm saying is they're buying it up to resell it. They're going to put it on eBay. Everybody knows that's what they're doing. You don't come out of the
Here's how you
don't
can
come
do
out
it.
of the place with thousands of
Here's how you
dollars
can
worth
do
of
it.
stuff.
You do that, then you give it to someone, and then they sell it for you, and then they give you the money.
Well, and that's probably what some of these people are going to try and sneak, because if you're an annual pass holder, you're not allowed to buy merchandise to resell it. It's in the rules of being a pass holder. So yeah, if they're pass holders, it's completely bogus. They shouldn't be doing that.
So why did Disney cancel the annual pass holder? They're not selling annual passes currently.
that was on my notes
So do
too.
we know? Did they explain why?
I don't know. Has anyone heard? And I have right
Did you
here.
know
My
that?
last thing was
You
pass
said
holder on hold. Annual pass holder on hold. So what's the deal with the annual passes being on hold now? Does anyone have any more details
going to
about
say-
that?
Oh, I have to stand.
No, not China, Japan more likely. Although I guess they could stop off at China if they wanted to.
To load up on Splash Mountain merchandise?
Well, if it's made in China, probably.
No.
No, because they still have Splash Mountain over there.
In
Or
Japan.
they're
In
going
Japan,
to.
that's
Yeah.
what Marcus was saying in Japan.
Yeah.
But if it's made in China, I don't see why they couldn't
Anyway,
make a
yeah,
stop
Kim's
there.
saying it's straight up greed as far as, people buying up all that stuff.
So if I'm not an annual pass holder, can I buy it all up?
They typically don't limit you on what you can buy. I mean, there
Because
have been some
how
exceptions.
can they say no to money? Disney, greed. Disney equals greed. Remake after remake after remake of soulless remake movies and product selling.
Back to the soulless.
Anyway.
They are soulless. Do you know that? I think that's kind of judgmental for you to say
Well,
they have no
they're
soul.
keeping a movie.
They have a soul.
Yeah, they're going to release it. They were going to release it this year.
Their soul?
They're going to release their
soul. That was good.
Oh, I get it now. I get it.
Yeah, they were going to release it and sell it for profit.
Okay, what's Mary saying? She thinks
so
Disney isn't
not a
selling
good argument
because you can't really get all the benefits right now. That was sort of my thought,
So,
but I didn't hear anything specific as to why they were putting them on hold.
So if for any of you that don't know, Disney was supposed to release a movie. I don't know if they're still going to, entitled Soul.
Yeah.
So
no, I'm sure most of them knew it. They're nerds like you guys, except you guys don't know everything like they do.
We know pretty
because you guys forgot that movie even existed. I'm actually most of them probably forgot that movie even existed.
The way you presented it, I forgot all about that. The movie was
Mary
out.
said. Plus, have you heard Disney is suggesting that you buy day tickets to apply to your renewal when you want more days than 3?
Yeah. That's bad. I mean, you got an annual pass and you're not able to use it every day. That's no good. And I get it.
Okay. The limit on everything for sale at Walt Disney World is 10 of each item. Like, how many stuffed animals of the same one do I need?
Well,
10.
Okay.
Well, people bring souvenirs back for other people.
But here's the thing, too. Okay, so
it's customary in certain cultures that you bring back small gifts for everyone.
But these weren't small gifts; these were bags and bags. So I can buy 10 of something. You could buy 10 of it.
You can say it's not a small gift.
10 of that.
You can say it's not small gifts, but these were large bags full of small gifts.
Are really good.
Let's go back to the beds and sheets. We've been getting way too controversial stuff going on here.
Okay, now what we should do is just all top down.
Maria's got the thing here. Okay, annual pass sales are currently frozen. APs currently have some block dates at this time. Many annual pass holders are asking for a partial refund. Of course, instead of the extension on their passes because they are not guaranteed entrance into the parks due to reduced capacity and only allowed to make so many park reservations. Correct. So that's probably the bottom line.
Gifts to buy for people in Disney. Bubble wand.
The bubble wand is a great gift, by the way.
It's a small gift.
It's a great gift.
Well, it's not small. It's $20.
It's still $20 or $25.
Yeah, this is Disney talking about Disney equals.
But anyway, so what Mary and what Maria were saying, that's sort of the bottom line. Why would you want to buy annual passes at this point? Really, you're not getting the full benefit.
I mean, they're charging you multiple times for them now.
So they apparently just decided we're going to put them on hold. So that must be
okay. And that I think at the outlet store,
they're charging you multiple times for your annual passes too.
What's that?
They charged everyone multiple times for their annual passes.
Oh yeah, that was on my list too. Here, the little glitch with the monthly charges. So they stopped charging for annual passes for the last 4 months or whatever. But then, with no announcement, all of a sudden, people had 4 months worth of annual pass charges in one shot.
But here's
and they got.
Wait.
Yes, we got your check, but we just need a much bigger check.
Okay, but how long was it before they refunded them? 24 hours.
I mean, it's got to be at least 24, 48, 72.
Okay.
Bubble Wand is all fun and games until Simone gets soap in their eyes. Well, poor Simone.
What?
They had,
They
had their money for 3-4 days.
Yeah.
All that money, all the interest on that money for 3-4 days.
But the other thing, too, is, not 3 or 4 months worth of annual pass payments in one shot. That's more than a lot of people's house payments, I'm sure. I'm not joking. that's probably 1 or 2 months worth of house payments. Boom, gone.
Honey, why are we broke?
It's like, why am I overdrawn? Why did the bank?
Stan says each one of us could buy 10 stuffed rabbits and 10 stuffed bears.
And that's
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're not even addressing them right, Stan.
What?
What?
Saying rabbits and bears. I'm sorry, it's Brer Rabbit and Brer Bear
Okay, but
and
here's
Brer Fox, which wasn't
here's-
even there.
Here's the thing. I can tell you, you take Jack in there,
Ah.
and the cast members love him. They'll let him buy 20 apiece. and really, he could get away with that. You know that.
He probably could,
Yeah.
but we wouldn't do that.
No, we don't. We are very careful because we don't want to teach him to
Yeah.
do those kind of things. And we're probably honest to a fault.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, in fact, we weren't even using the DAS, the DAS service.
yes, we didn't
until
use it until
Jack
he
Jack
got
was pretty old.
well,
I
he
mean,
got yelled at by a cast member, and then we started using it.
Yeah, we were like,
So-
okay, to his advantage, we should probably use it. So because we felt guilty. We're like,
We just didn't ride rides if there was a long line. We'd come back.
yeah.
So, well, some people want to buy them because they have trips planned where they would use them. The annual pass, not the 10 rabbits and bears.
I don't know. That could be the bird.
We want some.
rabbits and bears.
We want some conversation about the soul.
Nobody knows anything about that movie.
They covered people's overdraft charges.
Well, I was going to say, I hope they did because that would be a lot of money. A
Okay,
lot of money.
so
Yeah, Dave said about collecting interest on it.
balloons are fun until a horse gets a hold of it. But do you know how much those balloons cost? I have
If
to
you
take
give a horse a
mortgage.
balloon, it might want another one. And then it might play with the little weight thingy on the end of the string.
And then rear up.
And if you give a horse a balloon, it's bound to ask if it can trample a kid.
You didn't think that was funny?
Yes,
He's
I did.
doing that if you give him
I
as a
know.
cookie.
I got it.
Mary, I know I tried to get my students pencils and I couldn't afford it. So I begged the poly for lays for all my kids. Really, like 3 pens is $750,000.
Okay, now Maria's trying to get us off on another completely different topic.
What is everyone's favorite souvenir to purchase?
How
That's
is
a
that
good
even
one.
a...
What is your favorite souvenir?
That's a good question, though, Maria. Let's see. What's your favorite
It could be
souvenir?
completely different every time. I don't have a favorite.
Mickey bar.
That's not
That's
a
my
souvenir.
I take a Mickey bar for the road. As we
Oh.
leave the park or we leave Disney Springs, I like to get a Mickey bar at the end of the trip. I know it's not quite a souvenir, but I like to do that.
Okay, so
So if you got a favorite souvenir, go ahead and call
we're
that.
going to be brutally honest here.
Uh-oh.
Souvenirs are expensive. And if we don't buy souvenirs, we can afford to go to Disney another time. So we don't spend a lot of money on souvenirs.
So-
Don't tell Disney that.
I mean,
Just-
we get shirts and things like that.
sometimes
you
we
know,
get shirts or we get
like that.
that was from
Stan is saying
Penny's.
Soul is
That was
current.
from JC Penney. Sit down.
Stan is saying Soul is currently set to come not on November 20th. Is he meaning out or not?
Soul is currently set to come. I'm thinking that's out on November 20th.
Or he could be not on
Or it could
November
be not.
Mary gets
20th.
a big Rice Krispie Mickey treat.
Oh,
yeah.
Stan collects popcorn buckets. That's not really a souvenir.
No,
But it is.
yes,
it is. That-
Oh, yes,
that's
it is.
That, and
We've got the
I
Dumbo
collect
popcorn
the trash can
thing.
pepper shakers and antenna toppers we buy
Oh, antenna toppers. Yes,
to
we do.
use, and then they fall off, and then we have to buy new ones. And
Kim
we
gets Christmas ornaments.
and I will get a cover for my cell phone the next time we go.
That's true. Yeah, we do get cell phone covers from.
Which honestly,
Disney.
at this point, I might have a new phone by the time.
Wait, where's your? Do you have your phone? You could show it. Show it. Go ahead, show it. This is actually his mom's cell phone cover, but then Marcus took over the phone, and so now it's his cell phone cover. There it is. Good old
Piglet's
picture.
face is gone, basically.
Is it? What happened?
Oh,
Oh, it's starting to get a little.
did you
worn out.
scratch it?
I've dropped it a couple times, but it was chipping already.
Oh, it's okay. We'll get you a new cell phone cover the next time we go, or a new. You want a new cell phone?
Yeah, he meant out, not.
Okay.
It was out.
So
Yeah,
the
but-
popcorn buckets are.
What, is it going to be worth it if I
Popcorn
have a
buckets are
phone
cool.
for another couple months, maybe? And then
Why a couple months?
I don't know. With the next time we go, who knows when we go again?
Hopefully we can go soon.
I know. Now we talked about this. We still have to try and figure something. No, I'm just saying. We talked about we're bringing it back to the beginning of the show where we talked about park or not to park. That's the question. We talked about maybe trying to take a quick trip down, maybe spend 2-3 days and then shoot right back up. It might not be going into parks every day. It might just be trying to hit Magic Kingdom, maybe 1 or 2 parks, do Disney Springs. What's that?
We have to do Epcot too, because if they get rid of Spaceship Earth, but they're not, are they?
No,
Do anyone
but
have any updates on Spaceship?
They're refurbishing it.
Yeah, they're refurbishing it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Well, that's what
I think they put it on hold.
a lot of stuff got put on hold.
So they put it on hold because they can't make money off of that park if there's not.
Is everything money to you?
No, it is to them.
Mary says the cell phone things. Actually, what was the one place? They weren't too bad.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so pull out your cell phone again. This is our third.
That
this
gets
was
a pair
the
of
third.
earrings. She's not a big souvenir person.
Well, I'm not a big earring person, see. Okay, so this is the third cell phone cover. The first one, it cracked. This cracked, and then it peeled, and they replaced it. The second time, what happened? Oh, this part popped out and wouldn't stay in, and they replaced it. So for free, I had 3 cell phone covers. To me, that
was pretty good.
So
Maria gets all kind of stuff.
Christmas ornaments, we have gotten Christmas ornaments.
Yeah.
Beach towels, magnets, and play sets to go with my monorail for under the Christmas tree.
That makes sense, Maria.
No.
She used to be a monorail pilot.
No, when we had annual passes, we bought more because you got the 20% off. Was it 20%?
It was. Yeah. The year we had it, it was 20%.
So that was worth it.
That was a really good deal. And Kim likes to get something for the house. And let's see what else here, Mary.
I'm having a good hair day.
You are having a good hair
I
day.
am having a good hair day. I almost got my hair cut, and then we had a good hair day. So why should I call and get my hair cut if it's a good hair day?
I would just leave it the way it is. I wouldn't touch it.
Are you okay?
And then, talking about...
Are you having a good... Your hair looks nice.
Speaking of souvenirs...
You okay?
Speaking of souvenirs, how about a mug?
Huh?
Like Gaston.
Okay.
Remember these? Yeah.
Okay, so not doing SE. What's SE?
Not sure.
What's SE?
I don't know. Southeast. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'd like to thank COVID-19 for my new computer, iPad, and Easter. Well,
faster
Wi-Fi. Okay, so COVID-19.
There's always a bright spot,
Yes.
right? Always something. Look at the positive. Always like to look at the positive.
Not doing SE on hold.
Or Mary's going to have to.
Mary is talking in some kind
She's
of code.
speaking
Do you
in
think
code.
someone came and abducted her and she's sending us messages?
Is there a way to share a photo?
You can text it.
Yeah, well, no, she could private message it to me, and I should be able to pop it up on the screen if you'd like, Maria. Might be able to do that. That would work.
Marcus, I'm going to leave because I have work to do, so you have to keep the show going.
Or I could leave and do work for you.
Yeah, I saw that, Kim. That's cool.
Actually productive.
Kim was
with my time.
She had some caterpillars.
With a couple of walls here.
What's that?
You are.
He's in a nasty mood.
No, he's
okay. There's something that just came through. Let's see what it is, shall we?
What?
Let's see if I can get this popped up here quickly.
It's
Anyway, yeah, Kim, I saw your post earlier today. She had those caterpillars, the same ones that we saw at your sister's house last week. Anyway, let me try and grab this picture here. Let's see what it is.
You need to calm down just a little bit. What is that?
It's one of the hitchhiking ghosts.
Oh.
What's that?
Okay. Maria sent them, she private messaged them, but They're over there. How do we get
Yeah, I don't know. I'm popping it on the wrong screen here.
Oh, okay. So I don't know what he's doing. He's singing and dancing, and this is like the hold music, but it's worse because it's not Disney hold music. He's just pulling screens around.
Oh, the hitchhiking. Okay, okay. What's that?
What are you talking about? This? Yeah.
There. How's that? Will that work?
Okay.
Let's see if I can do this. Okay, so we're going to try this out. And we're going to do that. And we're going to do that. And I believe...
I don't know what he's doing. He's dragging screens around. It's
that.
like it's some sorcery or something. I'm convinced.
We're going to try that.
Because back in my day, this was not.
There we go. There we go. Okay, got it. And I think there was one more here. There we go.
That's pretty big. Like that's like the size of a small child, isn't it?
It's pretty big. How big is that, Maria?
If I were a child, I'd be creeped out probably.
Yeah, I'd be creeped out too.
That is big.
Maria, thank you for sharing. Haunted Mansion is not our favorite ride.
It's not even in the least favorite category. It's lower than that.
We are not Haunted Mansion fans. We're not.
Oh, that's an idea. WDW POV cell phone cover. You know what we would need to do?
I can't.
Because we would need to actually have an actual logo.
No, you get the castle and then both of our faces on your phone cover.
Here's the thing. Okay, so we've got, this is the weird thing. Okay, so we've got, look up in the top right corner of your thing. That's sort of our picture. But then this is sort of a logo.
It's not a logo.
Well, not a logo.
It's a collection of pictures.
It's a collection of pictures. This one here is really cheesy. This one stinks. I really don't like that.
Because you made it.
I know. I made it
You're
like
not a logo
5 minutes.
maker.
But so we should have a logo contest. We should have everybody submit what they think would be a cool logo for WDW.
Why are we frozen?
POV.
We are now frozen.
Are we frozen?
Here.
We are frozen over.
Look at how happy Marcus looks. That ain't no happy child.
Oh my! So we got to figure that out sometime.
Oh,
I think I know why. I know why, because I got this messenger thing.
No, because you got that thing up there.
No, it's this thing right here. It's right here. It's this thing.
Oh, well,
This
just
thing. There we
close
go.
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna close that one.
Okay, Marcus, are you leaving?
Yeah, probably.
Well, I'm leaving too.
They're
Okay,
leaving
well
me.
then he can keep the show afloat himself.
They're leaving me. So anyway, yeah. So we need to get a decent logo. I have some ideas in my head. You know, I was thinking of something with, you know, like a castle with, you know, like almost like binoculars, like, you know, point of view, you know, kind of thing, and, you know, something like that. But, you know, okay, I see what's going on here. We've got stuff popping up on I have a second computer over here, and pictures are starting to pop up over there from, I think, yeah, Marcus is out. Marcus is out.
Okay, so Marcus isn't paying attention. But, you know, it's just stressful.
Maria says she needs a logo for her travel agent business too. Let's see. Mary said, I was actually thinking about that one. Have some ideas. That would definitely be open to ideas. Because I'd like to get an actual permanent logo of some sort. That'd be cool. I mean, we need one. And then we can do some of those, you know,
Thank you.
Do like you know, some Public t-shirts.
Wait. Thank you.
Things like that.
Thank you all for saying this, because when I said it 5 years ago,
I've been saying it for years too. It isn't anything new. Now it says we're having trouble playing this video. Are you guys still seeing us? Are we still there?
I sent you a photo of a phone case you should buy.
Do I have to pop that up, Stan?
Dave says, love Marcus.
He's a good kid. He's just having a bad day.
Not a bad day. So last week he went out and the pig,
oh yeah,
its head was flopped over I didn't see the pig. You want to tell them about the pig with the head flopped over?
The pig was sort of like this, laying sideways. It wasn't in good shape. Its ear was flopped down. Its eyes were, you could tell it was sick. It was really not doing good.
And so,
And that one there.
what do I do?
That was cool.
Okay.
Well, I'll do this.
So then after that, my brother's a vet. My brother came. It was probably an infection, gave the pig antibiotic. A couple days later, Marcus goes out and his goat, the one day the goat had diarrhea, he had to give it Pepto-Bismol.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, the day later, the goat
this is the phone. This is the phone cover or case right here. This is the phone case that we're supposed to get. Is that right, Stan?
I don't know why I would advertise for him.
This wouldn't do us any good, Stan. I don't get it. I just don't
Stan,
get it.
you know what? We'll carry your cell phone cover. You carry yours. Okay. Marcus probably does. Mary said Marcus needs a good cry. He probably does, except he doesn't think it's okay. I don't know. And what he said to me is he feels, and then our county fair was canceled.
Yeah,
that's a tough one.
That was a tough one.
And so, every day he's going out, there's something wrong with an animal. He has to handle it. And then the county fair is canceled. And he said, there's so much going on in the world, children being sex trafficked and
we're really getting deep now.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what he said. There's so much horrible stuff going on in the world. He feels bad for feeling bad. So
this was from Mary, these pictures here. What are we looking at here? It looks like a purse of a bag, like a beach bag type thing. Oh, that's not what I want.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, that's cute. That is cute.
At the back end and the front end. That's cool.
It's okay to cry. This is a rough time. Yes, Mary. I know that, but
Yeah. Let's see, what was Stan saying here?
Because when you show that case on the air, you get all sorts of hearts.
Oh my goodness.
That's a Harvey's purse.
That's cool. That's very nice. This here is a Harvey's purse.
Yes, that is cool. That is cute. I wonder if they have a poo one. I would carry a poo one. Okay, so yes. And he, then he's dealing with his brother all the time. And,
now you're getting me.
So, I mean, it's a lot to process and he has to process it and he can only process this the way he can. And then he does the show with you and
yeah. So if he takes things out on you guys sometimes,
he doesn't take it out on them. He's just a little snarky.
He's very snarky. Yeah.
He's a little snarky.
He's very snarky.
I don't know where he got it from.
I have no idea.
I'm not snarky.
No.
Me? Who thinks I'm snarky? I'm not snarky. I'm practically perfect in every way.
Yes, Mary Poppins. Oh man. So
the bag is very cute.
So what didn't we talk about tonight? We talked about all kind of stuff.
Mary, Harvey's is made by small business in the USA. I like that.
That's a good deal.
I don't know how much they are because I haven't priced them because honestly, I'm not, he could say, I don't buy things for myself. I don't buy clothes for myself. I don't take care of myself. No, not very well. No. He is pretty snarky. He's a good snark.
He's a good snark.
He makes me laugh so much. He really does.
Sorry, Dave.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not trying to make you cry. I know. It's I don't even have words.
For what?
For what, how to describe the last 4 months, the last week, the last 4 hours, the last 4 minutes. It's just, yeah, it's just craziness.
They're made from seat belts.
What?
Yeah, you can see the seat belts now.
Oh, wait, okay, I got to bring that back
cool.
up here. Okay, so they're made from seat belts. Yeah, like there, yeah, they're like side to side there.
Why don't we come up with a good idea like this?
That is cool.
How come we haven't come up with a good idea like this?
I don't know. We're gonna have to.
Yeah, but see, then you gotta work with Disney, and you gotta pay what, 35,000 to use the copyrighted images. It's not
cheap. Yeah.
It's not cheap.
It's not
so you
cheap.
got to have some money to do this.
Yeah.
And I don't got that kind of money. Oh.
Mary said, yeah, it's a hard time for everyone. Think of other people who have lost everything, and it's hard. Yeah, very much, very much. So, and Stan saying these are unprecedented historical times we're living in. Feels like every day this year is coming up with something new to stir our emotions. It's like as soon as you feel like something is starting to get back to normal, something else just completely just blows it away.
And the thing is, we have done, I think, a very good job of teaching our kids that you have a viewpoint and you probably are wrong part of the time, but your viewpoint and how you feel, that's yours. Right now, we're living in a time where, you say we honestly, when we did this Song of the South, we were worried about doing that show.
Yeah.
Because if we said something, we've watched other people get attacked for saying the wrong thing.
I think we presented.
But it doesn't matter how you present it.
I know.
So,
but we presented everything as factually as we could, the best we knew, trying to explain what Walt Disney was thinking when he made the movie, and so on and so forth.
I mean,
but it was good. It was a good lesson, though.
There are people that are going out in society, and there are people that are staying home. There's, you have to do what you feel led to do, and I've seen debates about people going to Disney. Like they shouldn't be going. You should just not be going. Then Disney wouldn't open, and then the cast members wouldn't have to work.
No, the cast members would be out of work. I know it's all crazy.
Yes. He's dealing with some of that too. Like he has feelings about things, but feeling like his feelings are wrong about things, and so. What's that? A few months ago, our community suffered so much; it was so terrifying. I feel like I have PTSD. Okay, was there something that happened in her community?
Well, she's from the Jersey area.
Oh, okay.
New York, New Jersey. And they got hit.
No, you can't talk about anything. No, nothing. Don't talk about anything. Because there's probably a wrong answer to the
I probably put something on this note.
You did. There's a wrong answer.
I said something wrong on this note.
No, you did the theme park review. You haven't brought that up.
No, I didn't actually. That was sort of interesting.
But this is, and I want Marcus to see this at some point. Do you have those? Bring those up.
Let me see if I can bring that up here. Hold on a second. Let me
so
work
there
on
were
that.
some pictures posted, and we actually
it sort of goes.
Nephew brought it.
My nephew Nick had private messaged me about it. Let me see if I can bring it up here.
Stan, a few months ago, we didn't know if we would ever see bath tissue on store shelves again.
Yeah.
Did anyone else practice using newspaper?
Oh my goodness.
We don't get the newspaper.
Yeah, we don't. Actually, they discontinued our local newspaper. Why is this not? There we go.
Yeah. Okay. So Mary's bringing up. Did you see the ways that people change the Disney videos to be negative? The opening, yes, and that's it. Some of them were done in a funny way. Others were. It's just
Let me see if I can find it here. I'm still looking. I'm bringing it up on this screen here. Here we go. Okay, so this was.
Show this picture first.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to. Well, no, I think.
Yeah, you can click on it.
See if I can get
you can.
one at a time.
Click on it.
I did. It's just the new Facebook is really dog slow. It really is.
So So I have said this since the time of, do you remember the woman with her child fell in the gorilla pit?
And that's from Jersey too. If
okay.
That from the Jersey Shore. But she's saying the same thing. The numbers.
Tourists swarmed.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you remember the child that fell in the gorilla pit? And they ended up putting the gorilla down.
Yeah.
And everyone was so quick to jump on the parents. And I said, A, I wasn't there. B, accidents happen and things happen in the blink of an eye. And, the parents that leave kids in cars and forget about them, when you don't have enough sleep, if you have, a parent with cancer or something, you make bad choices and you lose your mind. I do not publicly comment when I see a photo or a story, because if I do comment, I usually say, called us every day in our town. Okay, when things were bad out, our mayor called us every day, and our town, which is a 5-minute drive, had 70 to 90 new cases a day. Yeah, that's, and I'm sure that is difficult. And there is what
Steve saying I'm supposed to listen to the director and just click on the pictures.
Okay, so,
I was, Steve, but the new Facebook stinks.
Okay,
it is very low.
Okay,
slow to
so
react.
Mary said, Nevaeh disappeared in Epcot, and I watch her like a hawk. It is terrifying.
It is.
And so when I see a picture and they're trying to craft a narrative, I do not trust bloggers, because not that, I am a blogger, but I know that I don't twist things.
There are some unscrupulous bloggers out there who are out just to get attention,
get the shares,
get the people, get the page views, get the clicks, the clickbait type stuff. Well, and this was an interesting article then. It was from Theme Park Review that my nephew sent me. And it was talking about perspective. And let me see if I can bring this up here. And that's the wrong, why is it showing that? Okay, I've got the wrong screen up here. Hold on, bear with me a second. I have to change screens. So let me remove that one. Let me stop that. Let me do this. I'm going to share that. And there we go.
Okay, so this was the photo that was shared. Now, I don't know. And the person who took this took 2 photos to try to explain, was that the 7 dwarfs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or no, this.
No, the 7 dwarfs. He was, no, right. This isn't 7 dwarfs.
I know, but they were explaining how, you can do a perspective shot to make it look like, oh my goodness, look at all these people crowded up against each other here. And then you go to the next shot, and this is actually the distance that were between those same people that we just saw. And
the person who took these photos said they were literally 5 to 10 seconds apart.
So here they are.
They were not crowded. It's taking it from a certain angle.
Here's this guy. Here's the girl in the yellow. You go to the next shot. Here's this guy. Here's the girl in the yellow. And there's clearly a large distance between them. And so, yeah, it's, you can basically do what you want with pictures, or you could even just take a picture that just happens to have happened right as people started to consolidate a little bit. Might have been a few seconds, who knows, but it's enough that, now they've got a story. They're going to clickbait it.
Okay, Dave says, we're talking about children, takes 2 seconds and they are gone. Mm-hmm. And Mary said no one is perfect. Right. And that is so important to remember when we're out to, like, you run into a cast member, they could be having a bad day. We expect the cast members to be perfect and to always be happy, but sometimes they're not. And,
they're human.
Can we,
they're human.
How can we show people grace?
And we talked about that on one of our shows, one of the previous weeks, about, showing some grace to,
and not just cast members, but like maybe
or
a grocery store or at the library.
Yeah.
I lost my son at Blizzard Beach when he was 4 and didn't know how to swim. I was in hysterics. He ran off, but thankfully he listened to me when I said to find a cast member if we get separated.
That's good.
And so, I mean, you know how quickly things happen, and you know, so thankful that he didn't. You know, it wasn't a horrible outcome, but you know, so when something does happen, you know, we just need to be kind to one another.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, try to take stories with a grain of salt. Don't always believe what you see until you verified it.
And like, if you know, I guess, you know, you can trust us. So if I posted a picture, that was reality. I mean, because I don't try to manipulate people into clicking on a photo, but I do know now. On my Instagram, I post photos of Jack, and anytime I post a photo of him crying, it gets 2 to 3 times or more. I mean, this last one, it was like 750 people liked it, and I had probably 150 comments. The picture quality-wise isn't any different. So what is Instagram doing?
I don't know.
They're showing more people a negative photo. Why?
I don't know. Or it could just be it's more of an emotional picture. I mean, when he's crying.
Yeah, but when he's laughing and when he's.
I know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would like to see him laughing more than crying.
Yes.
But yeah, that's weird. That I didn't realize that.
Oh.
It's like they're boosting it. You think they're boosting?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's showing up in the
like whatever algorithm they have.
No, the like.
We're getting into technical stuff.
Things, you know. They like their carousel of photos, like things you might like type things. Yes.
Yeah.
Because it gets shown a lot more.
Anyway, was it
Okay.
Nevaeh was with a cast member who worked with special needs kids and completely safe. Okay.
Did she run off?
I must have missed that somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing yes, but also yes. Yeah, Stan brought up the NBA. I know Mary doesn't like it either. You know what? I'm not a big NBA person either, but that is pretty cool. They're wearing these wristbands, is what Stan was saying. And if they get within 6 feet, some alarm goes off.
Oh, while they're on the court?
No.
I was gonna say. I don't know sports. Wait. I lost my son at the poly pool.
Oh, the poly pool. 4 minutes, and I came running up. So I don't know where you were. He goes, I knew where I was. I was in the hot tub. It's good. He knows where he was. That's good.
Okay, so we have a story with Jack disappearing, but
sure, we've been on all kind of other topics today.
Mary
Why not?
She doesn't trust bloggers.
You trust this one though, right?
No, she doesn't trust bloggers.
I don't trust her. Don't trust her.
Well, I don't.
No, there are some very good bloggers out there. There are some definite ones that do look for clickbait. We're not looking for
or create stories, create drama.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. You know, let's make some big deal about some story and blow it out of proportion.
Mary said he is very expressive. Jack, yes.
But
you know, going out in public has been very hard for him. If we encounter a lot of people with masks. Now, today they went with me to the dentist, and at the dentist office, they were the only people in the waiting room. They could wait, and so it was okay for them to be out. He was okay.
And that was saying you can make your Instagram account private. But
it's my business account.
This was she was posting it basically
It's an encouraging story. And I did post it on my Facebook page too.
Yeah. So in that particular case, no, she didn't want it to be private. But yeah, it's just weird that when you post a picture of him crying, it's almost like they're boosting it to get more people to see it than if he's happy.
Yeah, because I don't know. Now, weird. Maria says people seem more drawn to negative than positive. Now, the post, and the
post itself was a positive note, and it was words of encouragement.
Yes, I was basically encouraging autism moms that even in these situations, you can still look for the positive, and still there's joy. And Jack has brought our family so much joy, and I am a different person because of him.
And I saw it on Facebook.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And I am truly a different person.
Mary and Stan are still having a fight over the NBA.
She was holding my hand, Mary, and I stopped. To look at something, Mary went to show Nevaeh. We turned around and she was gone. And we have a story. You tried on at Penny's. You were trying on. We have 3 little ones, the first 3, those 3 on the wall.
The 3 on the wall behind us.
And they were all there together.
Boy, my arm's stiff. Can you slide over a little?
No, I'm getting up.
No, you're not.
Okay, so I have to work.
Yeah, right.
So he was trying on a jacket at Penny's, and we looked, and she was an escape artist, first of all. She was in a stroller. She had wiggled her way out, and she was right there with her brothers, and she just took off and was gone. And that was scary. But Jack had taken off once too, a couple of years ago. 3.
Oh,
4.
in the back? Yeah.
No. Yeah.
How
many years ago was it?
I'm going to say 5.
Mm-mm.
Okay, we'll split the difference. It's between 3 and 5.
Mm-mm. Okay. So they didn't read the whole thing, I'm sure. The people who liked it, lots of people commented. I had so many comments, and so many people reached out to me, private messaging me and saying, thank you so much for sharing. And so, and before I share, Jack knows that we take pictures. It's usually days. If I take a picture, it's days before I post it. And he knows that I've posted it. He's okay with me posting it, I think. What do we know?
Well, he says he is. See, Kim saying, Patty, we had a similar experience in an interview with CNN. They promised us it would be a positive story on autism because we have strong beliefs to stay positive, and they made the story sad. It was yeah, you know what? Yeah. And that again, I hate to come back to it, but because we obviously on our show, I like to try and keep things on a positive note. Doesn't always happen, but we try to. And even when
it's not positive, I think we keep it positive.
Yeah, and on our Facebook group too. I know Kim had commented about this earlier. If things start getting negative, or people start doing political fights back and forth. We've had some, not a lot, but we've had some, and I'll delete them. Or if there's swearing or something, I'll delete that. I had one today that it wasn't a major swear word or anything, but it just wasn't appropriate. And it's not from somebody who I would ban or anything. I think they just made a comment. It was a little bit out there, and I removed it. So, but it's weird though, because news agencies, TV, newspaper, magazine, whatever it is, they can take a story and make it completely different than what was intended. And I experienced this actually in high school.
Thanks, Steve.
What did he say? I go with what Miss Patty would say on the time frame. A mother wouldn't forget, something like that. Okay. But I actually experienced my first time that I realized newspapers and news agencies are not infallible. In fact, a lot of times they will sometimes twist things to make it however they want it to be. I was in high school. We were doing a science project. We were sampling water from some of our local rivers and streams, testing it because we used to be, this is big steel mill country here for a long time. The steel mills had closed. We were trying to test the water to see how much the pollution had dropped from year to year.
Mary said she wishes people could respect each other, and journalism is supposed to be fair.
Yeah, and unfortunately it's not. And that's why you have to always take things with a grain of salt when you read about it or see something. Don't just take it for fact. Do some research, find out more about it. But so I ended up, they quoted me. They asked me some questions and I gave them some answers. They asked this other kid some questions. He gave them some answers. In the newspaper article, and we were complete polar opposites on our answers. They put his answers for my quotations and they put my answers for his quotations. So anybody reading that newspaper would have looked at it and said, Jeff said what? So again, just always take whatever you read or see or whatever's posted out there. Just take it with a grain of salt. Don't take it for fact. Try and do some research.
Okay, so
I don't know, how do we get on this topic?
Those pictures, these pictures.
Oh yeah, the pictures with the people.
Are so obviously intended to make you think a certain thing that is not true, because people are going to share this. They're going to share pictures of the negative. They're going to share the pictures of Disney looking like they're overcrowded. The cast members don't have things in control. When Maleficent caught on fire.
Yeah.
We weren't there when that happened, but we shared a picture of Maleficent, and that was one of our top viewed pictures.
Yeah.
Just because Maleficent caught on fire and everyone wanted to see Maleficent, apparently.
Yeah.
Because, it's the negative.
Or in that case, it might have been the positive. They might have been trying to see a picture of what she looked like still. Who knows? Steve's saying if you see it in the news, you have to go to investigate it, make sure it's true or not. I heard something about Legos on Fox one night that it was wrong. They just took
cops and firemen off the signage. They didn't take them out of the Legos. And you know what? Almost everyone reported that wrong. I saw so many articles that made it seem like Legos was getting rid of all cops and firemen.
Yeah, so, I remember that. Yeah.
It was scary. Nevaeh disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to say, that is the worst possible feeling.
Oh yeah.
And
you get that hollow, it's just this hollow feeling like, it's not good.
Written word gets messed up in interpretation. Okay. So sometimes, but when you intentionally take a photo and either edit it or snap it from an area that makes it look different than what reality is, that is not getting messed up in interpretation. That's being deceitful.
But even the written word thing. I mean,
and Mary said they did that with beach pictures, and they did.
Yeah. But the written word thing, though, I mean, I could rattle off a whole long sentence right now. I could read off this whole sentence, and they could take three words or something out of that one sentence and make it sound completely different than what. Yeah. So, the written word can be played with. Yeah. And misinterpreted. And sometimes you just, it just, sometimes you might say something and it's interpreted another way.
So Kim says they use the same picture to portray two different states. Now, I will get phone calls. People say to me, "Oh, I saw your son on TV today." Now, my son, works for the city prosecutor's office. Mm-hmm. And I'll say, "Oh, somebody said you were on TV." And he says, "I wasn't on TV today. That was a stock photo." And my sister, the same thing. She will be in court, for something. My sister's an attorney. She'll be in court for something. And then, 3 months later, it's another. It is another. Will you stop it? It is another. It's another hearing for the same case, and they used the photo from 3 months before, or the video clip from 3 months before. So they do that a lot. I think they need to disclaim that if they're going to use a photo from the same photo to represent two different beaches. The people were saying they did that with hospitals too during this COVID. They need to say where the photo where it was from.
I think we have covered everything on my list.
I'm so sorry, everyone. I need to climb into the nice comfy sheets.
Yeah, I think we're getting ready to do that too. But yeah, I think we covered all of the things on my special notes stand, except, and we'll just, this gets back to bloggers again. And I'm not mentioning names or anything, but there were apparently a couple of streamers, people, bloggers, streamers that were at Disney and are blogging or streaming about their time there. And apparently the one ate a brownie or something, said she had an allergic reaction to the nuts or something in it. I guess was, vomiting, went to see the medical, people at Disney, went back and saw the medical people later in the day because I guess she got really, really sick and was, throwing up and everything. And they said, go get tested, with the COVID thing going on. They said, go get tested or whatever. They went back to the park the next day with sore throats, never got tested, but said, no, it's not COVID. We know it's because we were screaming during roller coaster rides or something like that. So please be careful out there. And I know Disney can't really control whether these people are stupid or not. But
Mary said I missed the story, and I didn't hear that story either. And you know what?
This was a fairly recent one. It's actually
if you're sick,
this was today. I saw
home.
it. Yeah. So I mean,
stay home.
They really should have. And now, obviously, they didn't have fevers because they are taking temperatures and stuff. So
yeah, but you know what?
It could have legitimately
been
Tylenol,
and bring your fever down.
But they said they weren't feeling great, but they knew it wasn't COVID, even though they hadn't been tested. But they knew it wasn't. How
do you know?
You don't. That's the point. But they didn't think it was going to be it was a problem. But they're streaming and talking about it apparently. So it's out there for everybody to see.
I heard a story. Okay, so it turns out she's allergic to brown. I'm thinking, are you saying brownies?
Brown.
Or the color brown? She's allergic to everything brown.
She's allergic to the color brown, purple, I think pink maybe.
Okay, so it was a story about muscle cramps. I'm really confused now.
Maybe she had muscle cramps. That's why she was throwing up.
Mary read me a story about someone that had achy muscles. They thought they were from working out. They went and got tested, and they had it, so they postponed their trip.
Yeah, this is not the same story. No.
I'm waiting for Stan to clarify the brown.
I think he means brown or brownies. It works either way.
She didn't have a fever or anything and thought she had muscle cramps from exercising. Her doc wanted to see her and wanted a negative test before coming to the office.
Okay, that's a different story. That's a different story.
Before we left school, my student teacher came in with a fever for 3 days in my class of 6-year-old. I caught on she was sweaty and called the nurse. This was March 13th. She got kicked out and I had to quarantine.
Wow.
Okay, so.
Wow, that's crazy, Kim.
So it was a student teacher. Now, here's the thing. That hair place where they said she was positive. Do you remember that? It wasn't Great Clips. It was something. One of those type of places. And she had a mask on and she ended up being positive and saw all these customers and they said not one was positive. Not one person. So we have no clue how this really spread. Yeah. Stan is choking.
No, he's joking, not choking.
She says he's choking.
I hope Stan, are you okay out there?
He hasn't said anything.
Stan, are you choking?
Okay, and Kim flipped out. Kim, I think, flipped out because of the student teacher.
Yeah, no, that's what I figured. Yeah.
Stan he's worried about himself. I wanted to clarify the brown.
Thanks for yeah. Oh man.
Okay, so we are a little older than some of you.
What are you talking about there, Missy?
Our oldest son is 32.
I know.
Okay, so I know it's hard to believe. Our oldest son is 32.
And we're only 39. How did that happen?
I don't know.
It
was a miracle. So our oldest son is 32. I can tell you when our 3 older kids were young, it was different. When we took the kids to Sunday school, if other parents had sick children, they didn't take their kids to Sunday school.
Yeah.
If you went to Chuck E. Cheese, people didn't bring their kids sick to Chuck E. Cheese. When Marcus and Jack when Marcus and Jack were little, it like somehow something happened and people quit being.
I think their brains fell out.
Really? Like we'd take them to Sunday school and then later they'd tell me, the Sunday school teachers, oh yeah, this person brought their kid and they found out they were sick. They were sick in the morning. They thought it would go away.
Yeah, it was no big deal. Yeah.
I just don't understand. If you're sick, stay home. Some young people just don't care, and that's the truth. And Stan, please tell us.
He did. He's not joking.
No, he's not joking, but he didn't explain the brown.
Oh, no. I'm sure he was joking about brown. She's allergic to brown because brownies are brown. That's all it is.
People are allergic to the kitchen trying to comment is hard.
Oh, you missed that. Yeah. Except she typed it.
She said that was sports clip.
Yeah. You're way behind. I already went through all that stuff.
Okay,
it's so hard trying to talk and read at the same time.
It is this whole little thing. Okay, people send their kids to school sick all the time and say he had Tylenol.
Yeah, I love that one. That's a good one. We've heard that one so many times.
Did you tell them bring Tylenol for every other child so the parents can have a supply when their child gets sick? I'm like, because your child had Tylenol does not make them not contagious.
That's true. So anyway, we went through our voluminous notes.
You've been going on and on for 2.5 hours.
I have been. You've been doing it. I've just been sitting here going along with the ride. No, I think I got it all. I think I did everything I had on my list.
And we did even more because we did the sheets.
I know. We did sheets. We
loved the sheets.
Toilet paper. We did pillows.
They loved the sheets.
We did souvenirs.
The color brown, it was a joke, just like the tonic water. The tonic water is a joke? What's the tonic water?
I don't know. I missed that one. We missed that one. We're going to have to go back and watch our own show so we can figure out what's going on.
I don't think he said anything about tonic water today. 2 hours and 23 minutes. Tylenol would hold down a fever. So, yes, I know. Steve, we know Tylenol will.
The kid's still sick.
The kid's still sick.
Yeah, we got to get us to bed too.
I've got to work, and you know what?
I got to work.
Here's the thing. I have so much to do.
Okay.
So much.
Let's close. Do you want to sing with me?
I don't sing.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go solo. Unless Marcus, do you want to sing? He's not gonna come back.
If I sang, I could guarantee.
I'm glad I came in 40 minutes. I might be exhausted by now.
Steve, well, exactly. But parents think the kid's not contagious.
Kid's not contagious. Yeah,
people don't understand how viruses work. We had a discussion at the dentist about this.
Mary says she's got 2 more hours of work. Okay.
Yeah, I have at least.
Yeah.
And I wanted to write a blog post. I didn't get one done today.
Oh, Stan has a post or something about tonic water, so we're gonna have to find that. Okay, so we're gonna.
Okay, so I can guarantee you that if I sang, you guys would show up each week just to laugh. it would be your laugh for the week.
Well, I'm going to sing. I
Marcus,
guess,
are you going to come sing?
where is he at? Is he here? Or is he
No,
not?
that's Melissa.
That's
You can
Melissa.
get Melissa to sing.
No. Okay. I'm going to sing,
I'm leaving.
and she's leaving.
It's been
Well, you
a
can
pleasure.
sit here while I sing.
No, I'm leaving. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for coming into our household. You go sing.
Okay. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, Marcus would be a hard no. Ah, man. Ugh.
I can't. Excuse me.
What?
I can't get through.
Here, what's this? I moved that. There you go. Look at that.
I can't get past this one.
What's this? There we go.
Good night.
Good night. Okay. So, yeah, Stan's saying, yeah, Steve got my joke. If I could only make one person laugh, then I'm not very funny. Yeah, that seems like most of our nights on the show. So, yeah, 2 hours of paid work plus other work. Okay, so it's been a pleasure. Enjoyed having all of you with us tonight. We really covered the gamut of topics this evening. Not really sure how we got on all these different topics, but it was fun. Stan's saying, wonder if the blogger that is allergic to brown would be allergic to Steve Browning. Ah, interesting. And Steve says, Jeff, you need to get 40 some more YouTuber. Yeah, thank you for noticing users. And you could get monetized. It shows like 2 hours. So people would only have to watch a couple of shows each. And you'd be at 1,000 hour viewing. Yeah, we're supposed to get actually 4,000 hours per year. And we were actually, believe it or not, Steve, we were actually well beyond the 4,000 hour per year clip. And then YouTube did something. It was like, as we got up closer to 1,000 subscribers, all of a sudden it seemed like the number of video views number of hours of views started to go down. So we're not sure what's going on with that. But bottom line is, yeah, we're about 40 followers away on our YouTube channel from hitting the 1,000 mark. I think I might, we had a few people share our YouTube to, I think, some friends 2 weeks ago, and that actually made a pretty big difference. I think, we got probably like another 5 or 10 additional followers just from that one show. So that was pretty cool. And then it's been like a couple here, a couple of there. So anyway, thanks for watching us tonight. WDW POV, Walt Disney World Point of View. Find us on Facebook page, Facebook group, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, website, the whole bit. So just those 6 nice little letters. You search for us, and you should be able to find us. But anyway, it's been a pleasure. We enjoyed having you all with us tonight, and we will see you again next Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, pretty much like normal, except when we take a week off because I'm working on the pool or it's 4th of July or all that kind of stuff. Anyway, Mary says, I'll see what else I can do. Okay, cool. I'm assuming that's about the YouTube thing. And Mary, like you said, if you have some ideas on a logo, I had a few bouncing around my noodle here for like the last couple of years. So yeah. And Steve's saying, yeah, now I think the rules are 1,000 users, correct. And it is 4,000 hours of viewing in a year, and you can be monetized. So anyway, hopefully we'll get to that point sometime soon. But in the meantime, have a great week. Have a magical week. And let me sign out here with the little song. I'm not sure which side to get on here. There we go. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. I can't hit that note. MIC. See you real soon. KEY. Why? Because we like you. MOUSE. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.